Hello, everybody. This is Josie. Brandon will be here in a second, and we got Burgundy Cells here. What's
What
going
up?
on?
What up? How's it going, people?
Gotta fix some nonsense out here.
I gotta get this stream up somewhere so I can like it.
Yep. Let's see. That's what I'm trying to do. This is on your channel, right? Or no?
Yeah, it's on. Ooh! I messed up. Yeah, it's on his channel. You guys' channel.
Alrighty. So, what do you primarily sell? I haven't met you yet.
I sell anything I can. Anything that'll make a profit. I know video game stuff best, but vintage electronics, like old figurines and stuff like that, clothing. I try to do anything I can get cheap.
Yeah. All right. That's cool. Very cool.
Yeah, reselling is just cool. It's awesome.
It really is, yeah. If it weren't for Brandon, I never would have gotten into it. But yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. Hey, Justin.
Yeah, welcome, Justin. Jody, if you're still here. Pidge's Coop.
Hey, Kathy.
Just me, Kathy. Welcome.
You were just here.
A brief intermission.
Yes. Got a filler 10 minutes.
So what kind of stuff are you guys working on?
We sell pretty much anything. We resell on Amazon, eBay. We do flea markets, Facebook Marketplace. And we sell pretty much anything as well. Yeah. We really like antiques, and we do books on Amazon and pretty much everything, anything. Where do you sort?
N95 masks.
What's that?
I said N95 masks.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh boy. I don't have too much work to do. I guess I should probably be productive if it's a working stream, but
yeah.
I don't know. I'm here to entertain the people. That's my productivity.
Exactly. So, where do you source from?
A lot of yard sales, a lot of thrift stores, a little bit of like pseudo online arbitrage. I don't do it too often, but if I could find something cheap on eBay, or like I used to do a lot of like broken video game consoles, so I would buy them up, fix them, and usually sell them. So that's mainly what I do.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Just regular old thrifting and yard selling. It's not the best. I don't think it's a sustainable business. But
yeah, I don't know. There's some people that sure do make it work.
Oh yeah.
But,
once you get enough stuff, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Do you know anything about old? Let's see. What is this? Like old PC software, like HP. Let's see. Coco design patterns. I don't know.
No.
Vintage manuals and whatnot. Because we got some from like an offer on Facebook Marketplace, for like really cheap. So now we don't know what to do with it. So I think we're probably just gonna take it to the flea market and hopefully it sells there. But
no comps or anything online?
No, I'm not. I mean, Brandon went through most of it. We had a lot more. I'm not sure where the rest of it went, what he did with it, but yeah, we have this little bookshelf, and I went through some of it and posted a couple things to my eBay, but I haven't had any sales. I haven't checked if people have been like looking for it, which I probably should. I'll actually do that right now. Oh. But yeah, I mean, I had a guy at the flea market yesterday. He came by and bought an old software thing, and he said he collects. So I was like, well, hey, maybe, but
Collects old software. That's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, maybe I know there's people that collect like old PCs, so maybe he just wanted something because it's kind of hard. I mean, you can pirate most of that old stuff, but maybe he wants the box.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Oh, and the big box. We have a lot of the big box video games.
That's can be good money. Yeah, depending on what you have, the big box PC games.
Yeah.
I actually just recently, well, not recently, I guess it was probably a month or two ago. I sold a lot of PC games on auction, and the guy won it, right? And I sold them as untested, which at least back then I thought, all right, I'm fine because I don't have any way to test the floppies. I know the CD drive. There was one game that was CD and 2 games that were floppy. And I'm like, I have no way of testing the floppy drive. So I was like, it's untested. I don't know if these floppies work. Buy with that knowledge, right? The guy bought it. I shipped it up to Canada where the guy was, and a week later after he gets it, he messages me and he's like, what kind of scam is this, man? These floppies are this one floppy's broken, or it's got like it was the dumbest reason ever. It was like the floppy had a little bit of sticky residue on it, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I just found them. I didn't even touch the floppies. And I was trying to explain to him, like, well, maybe you probably shouldn't buy stuff untested if you expected it to be working.
Yeah.
And then he was like, his argument was, well, I know how to fix floppy disks, and I've already repaired it, so I don't feel like it's right for me to return it to you. I just want a partial refund.
Oh, okay.
No.
And he didn't get it.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if that even happened, because that's the whole thing. You never know. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. Sorry, I was dealing with something kind of important. But anyway, I heard something while you were having the chat with Frog. So you said something about putting the Xbox into a large flat rate.
It doesn't fit.
Right.
Just barely.
Right, but that made me think. Do you know about like Pirate Ship, right?
Yeah. I use Pirate Ship for pretty much all of my shipping. So
Okay.
Yeah, you can get it out cheaper. The thing is, I'm all about the easy way out, And if I'm gonna ship an Xbox, it's not a lot of money. I don't want to sit here making a box,
Yeah.
for like $20 in profit. Like, you gotta put some meat on the bone for me to start messing around with boxes. So you definitely can get them to work by buying custom boxes or by making your own custom box. But the nice thing about the flat rate boxes is you can just order packs of freaking 25 of them at a time and slap stuff in there, which isn't always the smartest, but an Xbox would have almost been a perfect way to ship those out if it just fit.
Well, so you know about the 12 by 12 by 8 large box that they give you?
Yes. I call it the 13-13-9 because I round up, but yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure that because
it would fit in that box. It's just at that point.
No, it won't fit in that.
Oh, it won't?
No, I don't think it'll fit in that. It just what I was saying is like they are free, so you don't have to like go buy like boxes specifically for the Xbox. I can't even remember if I was able to get it. You know what? I can't remember if I was. I was trying to remember if I was able to get one of the Xboxes I sold under the cubic rate by taking 2 of those boxes and cutting it down.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I was. I think it's still just a little bit too big.
It's just too clunky and heavy, man.
Yeah.
That's the only sucky part. I mean, hopefully, next 5 to 10 years, the value goes up a bit. Like we were talking about on the stream, how you're kind of looking at the age range, the demographic of your buyers needs to be somewhere between mid 20s and early 30s.
Yeah.
If we get to that point and it becomes like a $60-$70 system, then by all means, I'll be doing whatever I can to get them out the door. But right now, they're just too clunky to work with.
Yeah, I hear you. Definitely. They're just not a lot of. It's not worth a lot at all. But some of the games are good though. You can find some. You can find a couple. Anytime I see. Let me see if I got one. No, I sold that one. Oh my god, it's like something like Hazard something or something Danger something. It's like it's got like the girls in the bikinis on the front.
I know games with girls on bikinis on the front that are expensive, but I don't know if they have the word hazard in them. Could you be talking about the guy game?
I don't think so. It's not like a. It's like something. It's not hazard. The words aren't right, but it's like synonyms of hazard or danger or something like that, or broken something or something. Why?
I'm not entirely sure. Although if you are looking for Xbox games that are expensive and you find the guy game, which is something that you can still kind of find out there, it's basically the way it is. Do you remember like those commercials for like the like Girls Gone Wild shows?
Okay.
Like you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So this game is like in that same style where it's like there's these girls on a beach and it's this guy and like the most douchebag looking guy you could probably find, and he's walking around with a microphone. He's asking these girls questions, and you got to try and like guess what they're gonna say, right? It's a really dumb game.
I'm looking at it
because you're like, I don't know, man. Is this girl smart? Is she gonna say it, or is she ditzy? Is she gonna say the wrong thing? I have no idea. So the thing is, if you get it right, they like they show you something. Yeah, the guy game right there, and they give you a little show, and then they move on to the next girl and the next question. Now, the problem with this game that makes it rare is the production crew did not check the ages of these girls. And there's one girl that was confirmed in this video game as being either 16 or 17.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. So they had to pull it off the shelves.
Some more people came in. Hey, Chris, old school picker. We got D, Flipping Particles.
Hi, D.
And Craig, Lane Shark Picker. Welcome. We're just doing, I was going to do I'm still going to do working hangout. Got some stuff to pack. I got 10 orders going out, so I'll show you all those. Yeah, you can remove it. Yeah, I was just looking at that game. Infamous Stacker. Welcome. Let me see what we got.
What made him infamous?
I wonder.
He's stacked too high, man.
Too high.
Like, what are the two things? Oh, you sold 2 of those fish? No.
Okay,
my contribution to the working hangout's pretty boring. I got one whole package going out.
What is it?
It is a dumpster that I find. So I got it for free. It's these. I don't want to open it up, but it's these Sony headphones. I just sealed it up. So
okay.
Sony headphones I found in a box in the dumpster. The box was labeled desk stuff, so I knew it was going to be good. And I got like $20 for them plus shipping. So
not bad, especially for free.
Yeah, for free, I'll take it.
We ought to do dumpster diving more often.
Yeah, that is fun.
If you do it, you guys probably don't live in an apartment, right? I'm looking at your background.
No.
Apartment complexes are amazing for dumpster.
And that's where he's going to be moving.
So I go to my complex's dumpster, and there's move outs all the time, and you'll find craziness. Like I found brand new in box vans. sitting in the dumpster, brand new. Like they still had the rat. And I was like, what is going on? The world is going insane. People are throwing away brand new shoes.
Yeah.
Probably like, oh, these aren't the right size. And instead of calling Amazon to like get the right one, they're just like, oh, okay, I'll just throw it away.
It's okay. Mom bought them. Let's throw them out.
Oh, look, Infamous Stacker. Nephew graduated with honors from boot camp. Starts schooling tomorrow. That's good. I can't remember where you said the schooling was taking place. That's good, though. It's awesome. That graduated with honors will look good on their first performance report. It means they can potentially make rank faster, so that's good. More money. But definitely in the military, more money, more problems. That's how it is. The more rank you have, the more you're responsible for, the more that stuff goes wrong, it's on you. But yeah, where's the schooling at? I want to say you told me, I just can't remember.
Was that for me?
No, it's Infamous.
Oh, okay.
Man, my neck is killing. Thank you. Your hands are cold too. That's nice. You gonna eat your chicken? You kind of forgot about it, didn't you?
It got cold.
We have a torch. Actually, there's a heat gun right there. There you go.
Alrighty, plugging it in. My fingernails annoying to you?
Oh, no, not really.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
You guys have a lot of boxes.
Yeah.
He's a little box happy.
Yeah. I mean, I've invested a decent amount of money into buying, like, some of them you can see that are, like, really nicely stacked. Like, I didn't find all those in a dumpster. But, like, all these right here, pretty much every one of them that are right here, and then all of them that are up there are, like, dumpster diving finds.
So we also get boxes from like military people PCSing.
So that's a really good thing to look for when people. So with most government things, they spare no expense really. I mean our taxpayers give them $700 billion a year. I mean, they're okay. So hey John, you can jump in if you want.
There is an echo.
Yeah, there is a little one. That's probably not me. He's got his headphones on. That's probably not him.
Is it me? I don't have anything playing.
Yeah, I don't know.
You exited out, right?
I'll turn my volume down in the off chance that it's my headset.
All right, let's see. I guess that was it. No.
Oh wow.
Maybe.
Really?
I can't really hear it that well.
These things bump. Shout out to Corsair.
Yeah, which ones are they? Turn to the.
I forget honestly. They're older. They're probably like 2 years old.
I had them.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah, that's the ones I was playing PUBG, and I don't know. I can't remember what happened. It was all a blur. But I took those things off and I just slammed them against the wall. I was so mad. I was so heated. I stopped playing PUBG right after that. I was like, done.
Well, I mean, how expensive were those headphones?
They're not exactly cheap.
Yeah.
Careful, we might need to switch this from a working stream to a gaming stream. Keep PUBG.
Yeah, I haven't played. Well, I mean, I've got it. This is a gaming PC, but I just don't. I don't have a real lot of time. I was thinking about downloading the free Call of Duty.
Oh, you're talking about the mobile app, or you talk about?
No, I've already got that. I play the heck out of that whenever I don't have anything else to do, sitting somewhere. But so they came out with the free Call of Duty one for all consoles and PC, and they're cross-platform.
Really?
You don't even have to buy the original game.
You know, I'm not surprised that you would play Call of Duty. You kind of look like, you know who you remind me of? Do you know who FPS Kyle is?
That sounds very familiar. If I look him up, I could probably.
He's a big YouTube. Do you know like Woody's gamer tag, PKA? Does that any of that ring a bell?
Yeah, PK.
Yeah, I'm talking about Kyle on there. You even have a little bit of Southern accent, going on.
I do.
Me a lot of Kyle.
Yeah, my accent used to be a lot more thick before I joined the military, but then I went to Japan for 3 years, and I don't hear a lot of that. I'm not around that accent a lot, so
I mean,
it kind of went away, but it's still there, obviously, but it used to be worse.
Nevermore Antiques knows what's up. FPS Russia. They're a Russian guy.
Yeah.
Same guy.
Russian guy. Is it the same Russian guy that's like a millionaire on eBay?
No.
Okay.
And he's not like really. I don't know. He could be technically. Talking about Craigslist Center. I think he's from Ukraine.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he's from Poland.
Poland.
Craigslist Hunter?
Yeah.
Yeah, he speaks Polish.
Poland's right beside Ukraine, right?
I think you're close.
Poland is no. Poland is right next to. It's right above Germany.
Yeah, but that would be close to
The Ukraine.
Ukraine is close to the to European border, I believe.
Let's see. The verdict is they definitely border Slovakia. Or no, not Slovakia. They border Belarus and they border Ukraine. Okay, so Ukraine's south.
See? Boom. What'd I tell you?
Where is the
Ukraine,
Oh, okay.
Poland.
Wow, I didn't realize how big Ukraine was.
I didn't realize Ukraine was on the Black Sea. That just shows you how little I know about the world, right?
So I've been to Asia, but in different places because obviously I lived in Okinawa, but like I haven't been to Europe. But what really got me with I didn't know much about
Geography
at all before I joined the military, and it was really whenever I was like meeting people. Like when I went to Bangkok, I met so many people traveling there to like party and hang out from
all over the world.
Crazy partiers.
Oh yes, Ireland, Sweden, UK, Italy, Sri Lankans, which they're not. Spain, Portugal.
Wow.
Stacker.
Definitely a lot of Germans.
So did you ever learn any other languages while you were there? Like you said you were in Japan, right? Did you ever dabble in Japanese?
I didn't give enough to it. I did sell at the flea markets there, like pretty much all the time I was there. So, I mean, I can tell you any number, and I can ask. I can say that this is cheap, expensive. I can say that it's. I can ask how much something is. I can just tell people. If someone came out to me and needed to know anything about what was going on in my flea market setup, then I could pretty much direct them. I could communicate.
He was pretty fluent.
Nah, that fluent is not the word.
Okay, not fluent, but he knew a good amount of terms and.
He was getting by.
Yeah, I could like left, right, forward, straight.
There was one guy that
So here's the thing I'll tell you, Brandon, and I know you have a comment up that you're getting ready to talk about.
Yeah.
But learning a language is one of the craziest things that you can ever do. It's absolutely like, I guess to me at least, it's a beautiful experience because
I agree. Yeah.
People talk so differently. And if you only know one language, you'll never understand that, right? But like if you start learning other languages and you see how people like use different words and they have different like idioms and phrases that they use, like we say like you drive me up the wall. That doesn't make any sense, right?
At one time, for some situation, it made sense, but then it's long forgotten.
Right.
Yeah.
But you have to think every other language has their own things that just don't make sense.
For instance, here's one. Do you watch anime?
A little bit.
I
back
don't.
When I was a kid.
I'm not a big fan. I just didn't know. A lot of people. How old are you? Like,
I'm 22.
Okay, so I figured like your like age group, like 20s. A lot of people watch. Anime.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've watched it, but I don't watch a lot lot of things now. I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, if you watch a lot of Japanese cultured kind of things like that, when people answer the phone, do you know what they say?
Moshi moshi.
Yeah, and in reality, it doesn't mean hello. Not really. It doesn't really mean anything. They just kind of like created this like very cute kind of, because their culture is very like cute, kind of like, I don't know. They like to say things. So like for a female, if a female says, it's kind of like how we say like a lot, or girls like younger girls will say like, or they'll say something like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of what the other word, or like something else that you can relate it to, like younger female.
Like just a weird little like inputs.
Well, anyway, at the end of like a lot of words, they'll say "nah." Like kawaii means cute.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll say kawaii nah, like just like very, and it's kind of like it's
like,
it's
eh?
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so it's basically a sound.
Oh, kawaii nah. And so like if you say it like that as a male, it can come off very like just
Feminine.
just odd. I don't know. It depends on how you say it. Some people say like it makes the conversation flow better. So they'll say like they don't just say it with hello. They say or like with not hello with like cute. They say it with a lot of words. So they'll add like nah and then they'll like use it to like transition or something. Kind of like saying like and then transition. I don't know. But yeah, trust me, I get what you're saying. I learned enough to pick up on some things that were just like weird. Like I had a Japanese girlfriend there, and she would tell me things, and then I would ask.
We're venturing into dangerous territory here.
Yeah.
Japanese girlfriend.
Hopefully. Anyway, so she would tell me certain things, and then I'd ask questions about that certain thing, and then she'd say, "Well, I don't know why. We just do it like that." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I guess that's where I'm at." Vape company accidentally stole another company's name, so I changed it to Infamous E-Juice.
I like that story. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Tommy. I don't know if you saw on my post on Ecom and Beyond, I won't be coming to the Pittsburgh meetup because the military has created a travel ban, even domestically. I can't go anywhere without other than my normal immediate travel, like where I commute. And that's until May 2nd. So unfortunately, I will not be able to go to the Pittsburgh meetup. So won't be seeing you there. Really wanted to meet y'all. So that really is unfortunate. Oh yeah, I can go ahead and post the. But yeah, dude, I'm really wanting to put some, and I think you were on here whenever I was talking to Alton.
Yeah.
About all the Hispanic people around here, and I really want to learn Spanish for that, and because I really love the culture of copy keyboard, and you can put it right there.
Oh, definitely.
And so learning Spanish would just be the smartest idea anyway. Out of all the languages for for Americans to learn, that's technically one of the smartest. That or Chinese. Right. But if you're staying in America and not doing like a crazy amount of business or abroad or whatever, like it would behoove you to learn Spanish, because there's a lot of people immigrating.
It's pretty versatile.
And then
the fun thing about Spanish is absolutely the funkiest romance language out there, with like the way so they don't even use pronouns, which I think is really weird. So like how we say I, you, he, she, it. In Spanish, they just say the conjugated verb. So it would be like the same thing as if I want to say you are, they just say are.
Hey, I did notice that certain things. And then obviously you're going to be talking completely different about how they speak in Spain.
Spain Spanish is very different.
Yeah, they can understand from what I
can still communicate.
Yeah, they can still communicate, but it's like having like a straight up like backwoods in the mountains of West Virginia, never been to Walmart, to someone in like very high class in England. It's like that, it's a vast difference. But you can still get across the idea that you have to go to the restroom. You'll just say it in a different way.
Man, there's 2 guys in here. I'm gonna be so confused.
But hey, John.
Truck picker.
What's up?
Just chilling.
Dude.
What's up, man?
Latin is an interesting language. I think that's probably what I would learn. Did that in high school.
I love languages, man.
It's awesome. My one of my close friends in the military, and now he actually just made a sergeant. So now he's over top of me, even though we came in the same time. So that's interesting. But anyway, that's what he wants to do with his life. He wants to get out of the military, wants to join the Peace Corps, and just learn languages, and then just and just become, just he studies all the time. Like he's not doing conventional schooling as much, but he wants to after he gets out. But he's kind of self-educating himself as much as possible in different ways. But he started, I think, when we were in tech school in Wichita Falls, Texas. We were training with the Saudi Arabians, and they were helping him with Arabic. So he was learning Arabic, and that was very interesting. And I learned a couple words and a couple nasty terms. So that was yeah.
That's always how you have to start out with a language, right? You have to. How do I say all the swear words?
Yeah. So yeah, that was really fun, and I learned a lot about their culture. And I have a really good friend that I made out of it. And he's of course he went back to Saudi Arabia, but he works on F-15s like I do, and he's in the Talal. I've showed you pictures of him, and he messages me every once in a while. But yeah, that.
I find German to be
I love how red.
yeah.
Sorry, what was that? It's getting kind of hard to hear.
Ash too.
I think.
Like
there you go.
German.
Yeah.
Because it's some clean underwear.
I think you got the stream going on, John. Nevermore.
I shouldn't. I think my wife was in the background talking to the kids.
Oh, never mind. That's probably what it is.
Yeah, I had headphones. She's like trying to round them up. They have 2 days of school, and then because of the whole COVID thing, that they're going to be off for like 3 weeks.
Fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. I had my mic muted. I was like, oh, no wonder they couldn't hear me. No. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun. I've been I run a prepper group, so I've been it's been crazy.
You run a prepper group?
Yeah, he's been doing
That's
that for a
pretty
while.
cool.
Him and Lobster were talking about it one time when we were on live.
Yeah, I do. We have we should hit about 30,000 people this month, or this probably. If I went over there and accepted everyone into it right now, there would probably be over 30,000 people in it. But everybody, it's like herding cats. It's like the worst job ever, and there's no money in it. And it's just trying to keep people safe and get people prepared.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Hello. We had a weekend peppers a little bit.
Have you guys have you guys been selling any? Have you had any toilet paper and try to flip? There's like 7,000 or 8,000 listings for toilet paper on eBay right now.
It's unfortunate because we have some one of Josie's dad's friends, pretty much her uncle. He works for a company that works alongside the military, so he gets a lot of stuff like. Yeah, he does. It's yeah. I don't want to go into it exactly. Anyway, he knows what we do and everything, and he saw how much that certain things were selling. He sent me 10 N99 respirators to sell, and I'm like, I got them, and then I was excited about it, and then I didn't know much about price gouging before then though. I didn't know that was like a thing. I mean, people frown upon people selling stuff in general, so I didn't really see any difference in that. But I didn't know about it being so much of a bad, it's illegal. So even in now they're making it to the point where people can't even sell them. So let's just say I run my business or something like that off of buying things used that are, and I have a supplier or something that's for masks. And let's just say toilet paper. And I've always sold them, cheap, but I don't have long-term contracts or something like that. I've always sold them for a standard price. Now, because I don't have a manufacturer invoice, receipt, or whatever, I can't even, apparently eBay and Amazon and even Facebook Marketplace, they're, taking listings off and banning your.
Wait a second. So you can't even sell the masks you just got?
Yeah. I can't even, not even for the normal price, which is still pretty high. Those are worth about $20 to $25 a piece in the normal market.
Did you tell Fred?
No, I haven't told him yet, but.
Yeah, I have one box that I have that's at my store that I picked up. I've been preparing for this for probably since almost the beginning of January, the last part of December, because I started getting reports from people that I know that are coming out of. They were coming out of China, that there was something that was coming that was not good. And they said that it was a viral contagion, but they didn't really have a lot of information on it yet. And then as January started progressing, I started seeing how the situation in Wuhan was deteriorating. And then I was like, well, I think we need to get ready. And my wife, she kind of, I'm kind of the conspiracy theory guy, and I'm always like, oh, we got to be ready for everything. And, so like I started preparing for this and stuff like that. The very first thing that we did before it was even a thing is we went out and bought toilet paper. And my wife's like, see, there's toilet paper everywhere. Then we go back like a week later and the toilet paper's gone. And now the paper towels are gone. So people, are desperate.
Can you explain the toilet paper thing for me? Because I really am lost.
Well, what it is, it's just people, they're afraid to be caught without. I mean, that's
the thing we're worried about, though.
That was exactly, yeah, that was my thing. I was like, I'm walking through the store and I'm like, the food stores are like, everything's still there. So we spent about $200-300 over the past week just buying extra food to supplement what we already had. And now you're seeing in a lot of places there's lines outside of Costco, and I was called everything from a quack to a nut to a fear monger, and I'm just like, people, just listen to me. I know what's coming. If you're not ready, if you're not prepared, and if you wait, you might not have an opportunity to get these things. And it's funny how no one's saying, you know what, John, you were right. The same people that are calling me a quack and a fear monger, they aren't the people that are PMing me now going, hey, I'm sorry about that. By the way, do you have an extra roll of toilet paper? Which I do.
Honestly, I feel like I'm not even too worried about what's going on, because in the end, looking at symptoms wise, it's just the flu. It can be deadly. I'm more worried about the people that are storming Costco. Like buying up all this, trampling over people, freaking out over this nonsense. Like compare this to any other infection that we've had, like a crazy outbreak, because this has happened almost on a yearly basis now. I mean, you can look back and there's been some end of the world scenario for since I was paying attention to it back in 2012. Every year someone's like, 2012 is finally coming to get us. It's Ebola. We're all goners.
The thing about the Ebola outbreak was, first of all, they did bring it to the United States, but it was in a medical environment. Ebola is just it's contagious, but it's not nearly as contagious as the COVID-19. If you know a whole lot about viruses, but they're rated on a factor. It's called the R naught factor or the R0 factor. And like the Spanish flu was 0, polio was between 5 and 6. And early estimates of the COVID-19 was that it could have been anywhere between 3 to 6, and then some people were speculating as high as 14, which would be why they're taking these really like draconian measures to like shut everything down and weld people in their apartments and stuff like that. And it was to flatten the curve, because the only way you can flatten a curve is to create like a fire break. Whenever you're doing forest fires, you create a break, and you hope that the break is wide enough that when the contagion or when the fire hits that it doesn't able to leap over that line. And the only way you can to do away with something like this is to create where there's not a large group of people out there intermixing with each other. But unfortunately, in the United States, we have the Constitution. Unfortunately, now I can't say it because somebody's going to cut that out and use it against me at some point. But like, I love the Constitution, but unfortunately, in a situation like this, it provides us certain inalienable rights, and like, it's really difficult to tell people that they can't gather and stuff like that. Because they're constitutionally protected rights to gather, and to be activists, or just to gather. But long story short, the only way you can pretty much burn this out is to stay away from other people. And the deal is, people keep saying it's like the flu, but really the morbidity rate of flu is probably about maybe it's really low. It's like 0.1% across the board, but like this is upwards of 3%. So if you're looking at an exponentially larger amount of people that could die from this because of just it's the lack of healthcare. Our healthcare system ranks 37th in the world. Italy ranks number 2, and look how poorly they dealt with it. And they were triaging people in the hospital hallways, going, "If you have any pre-existing medical conditions, are you over a certain age? Do you have any transplants? If so, we're going to send you home and Godspeed, but we're going to take care of the people who can weather through this, the younger people and the people that probably had the money to pay for the better healthcare." And I say all that, and it's a lot to throw out there because a lot of people don't follow all of this. But yeah, this is pretty serious. It's not the flu, and it's different. And not to get way off in the conspiracy theory side of things, but there's a lot of weird genetic markers in this too as well. So we'll know more this time next year if, it doesn't mutate into something and turns us all into zombies.
Yeah, it didn't mutate. That's the scary thing about it.
There's 2 strains now.
Well, I'm going to go pick up the 10 orders, and I'll come back, and then we'll start with that.
Alrighty.
So.
I'll keep you guys entertained.
Well, I think John will.
Yeah.
What's Brandon's girlfriend, right? Or your girlfriend?
Yes, I am the girlfriend.
What's your name?
I'm Josie.
Josie. Yes. Okay. I when you said it, I remembered it. That's nice. So you guys. So did you grow up out in Utah?
I did. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yep.
That's a neat place.
Yeah, it's
like a
real
whole other world.
Yeah.
Hey guys, give me 10 to 15 minutes. I gotta go check on something. I'm gonna stop my cam and mute my mic, but I'll be right back. All right.
That's fine. I wanted to address a few people in the chat. There were some people that had been talking. Somebody had asked me if I had belonged to any survivalist boards, and not really. My plan is never to bug. This is weird stuff, Josie. I'm sorry, but like, there's 2 types of people that like bug out and bug in, and I'm not sure if you're a part of being from Utah, if you're part of the LDS Church, but if you are, then you're probably a prepper. Then you understand all of that stuff. Like the Mormon Church is going to be, if something bad ever happens, there'll just be Mormons everywhere, and the rest of us will all be dead because none of us prep outside of the LDS Church. Well, most of us don't. But like I don't belong to any survivalist groups because I got 3 small children, and I have no option but to prep in. I mean, I can only bug in. If I had to bug out, it would be bad, and that would not be good.
So what do you mean by bug in and bug out?
Bugging in means, like, say this is my house. I'm prepared, like in a worst case scenario, I'm prepared to stay in my house and stay in. Now, bugging out would be, say, if we were, unfortunately, say like in a situation where like another nation invaded, you had to leave the property where you're at. Have you ever seen Red Dawn or something like that?
Yeah.
They bugged out to the mountains, and so they left, and they really had nothing, and they just go into the mountains and they try to survive. And they did a good job, but they didn't show the true hardships in that movie of what it would be like to live in the mountains, and or trying to live in the wilderness without any wilderness training or skills or anything like that. Kevin says John can hold this chat all by himself. No, but Kevin, he's awesome. If you guys haven't subscribed, if you don't know who Kevin is, you're living under a rock. Commonwealth picker, that guy is amazing. He is awesome. Have they canceled your baseball season yet, brother? Because there's a lot of schools that had their baseball seasons canceled already. So you were raised in Utah. I mean, everyone kind of lives in the same location there in Utah. Talking to I'm friends with having a brain fart now. The guy that used to do the auction shows. Why can I not recall his name at the moment? But anyways, he was telling me that like pretty much everyone lives in like a small area, like in between the mountains, and there's not a whole lot of people that live out in the wilderness. Most of it's like national park land, anyways.
Yeah, a lot of it's a national park. I live in the northern part, on the Wasatch Peaks. An hour north of Salt Lake City is where I'm at.
I tell you what, I was highly impressed with your level of skills coming down that mountain. I'm a fat guy. If you'd have put me on a pair of sticks going down a hill that fast, I'd have been a snowman by the time I got to the bottom. I'd have had a carrot for a nose and 2 sticks sticking out that would probably been where my arms used to be.
Yeah, I mean, that's been me a couple times, but yeah, I've been skiing since I was 4 years old. So
You could tell. You could tell that was pretty amazing. You were coming down that hill, and I'm like, who in the world is that? And he kept saying, I don't want to do skiing. I don't want to ski because, I was like, I understand. I went one time here in Missouri. We're pretty flat. And we don't have a lot of big hills, and we don't really get a lot of snow. So I went to a place where essentially they make snow by taking ice and grinding it up and shooting it on the hillside so it doesn't pack the same way as like snow does. It's pretty bad. So you've been skiing since you were 4. How old are you now?
I'm 19 now.
19? Are you in the Air Force as well?
No.
Okay. I don't want to pry. I was just wondering. I was like,
oh no, you're good. Ask all the questions you want.
Okay.
But
So what's Brandon's favorite color?
Red.
Red. Good job. How long have you and Brandon been an item? Or do you get all the juicy talk we're gonna do? No.
About a year and a
that's
little over a year. We'll just say a little over a year.
He's a really smart guy. I really think that he's got a lot of stuff figured out. Someone wants to know, do you know how to pass out wrenches? Kevin's wanting a wrench. He's a big YouTuber. He's got like 1.5 million subscribers. So like he's
okay.
No, he's working on it though. He's like 10,000 or 12,000 or 20. I don't know. He could have got a big jump.
Okay, so I
John, you're gonna break
the literal wrenches. So no, how do we do this?
You click on their name, and there should be little 3 buttons next to it. And then when you click on it, you can add wrench, and it'll give them a wrench. But
says put user in timeout or block user.
Oh, you don't want to do that. It's been so long since I did a live video. I don't even know if I know for sure. My instructor just canceled barber school for tomorrow. Yeah, I think that's probably best.
Whoa. Sorry, hold on.
You're fine. If we would, as a community, if we would realize that staying home, if they would just shut everything down, and but the problem is that most people don't have any kind of savings. So how do you pay for your bills when you don't, when you don't have money put back? But if a lot of us could just stay home and, we could just stay home, that would be great, and it would help. It would help flatten that line out. That way we wouldn't have to. He was just kidding. Yeah, I didn't figure he was pretty. He's not too worried about it. He needs to come on. Click that link, Commonwealth, and come in and talk to us. I'm sure you ain't got baseball anymore. They canceled that stuff, I'm sure. Come in and talk to us. I don't think I've ever seen you on a live stream before. That would be pretty cool.
Oh my goodness, would be famous. We had the Commonwealth Picker on with us.
Commonwealth Picker. He's a good guy. He's the guy that does all the Inman videos. If we all stayed home and watched videos at Nevermore Antiques. But yeah, if everyone would just watch my videos, that would be great because my videos are garbage. But if you watch them, that would be cool.
Alright, come on. I'm sure.
Well, if we could do that, D, that would be great. But as you can see by the videos coming out of Costco, people don't deal well. It's easy to give good advice, but it's another thing to actually work that advice out and make it practical and applicable.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I've seen some crazy videos of like I saw in Utah there was a line outside of like a Winco or something that was just ridiculous. It wrapped around like from the front door around the building. And then I saw a GIF, however you say it, that was like when the doors open, you could see all the shelves full of toilet paper, and then a whole stream of people filled the aisle, shoving and pushing each other, and then all the toilet paper was gone. And then all the paper towels were gone. I was like, why? It doesn't make sense to me. But.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, D. I'm not afraid either. I'm not afraid. I'm just saying because if we want it to go away, because honestly, I'm not going to die from it. I mean, Josie's definitely not going to die from it. It's the people that are, one, that are immunocompromised, two, that have pre-existing health conditions, and three, that are 65 and older. And, so it's, what do we do to protect other people? If we love other people, we care about other people, and we want what's best for other people, then it isn't about living in fear. It's about doing the right thing and kind of staying out of public for a while, and, and using hand sanitizer if you can find it. If all the Amazon sellers didn't get it, and flip it.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them in Chattanooga. So like, if anybody wants to go on a raid later, let me know. I'm about 5 hours away from Chattanooga, and we can go down there and get all the hand sanitizer we can haul.
Oh my goodness. So me and Brandon are not very good about grocery shopping in general.
Oh no.
We bought over $500 in groceries yesterday, filled a quart and a half of like food and stuff. And I know how we looked in Walmart, but like, that's not completely abnormal. I mean, 500 is definitely the most we've ever spent, but it was in part to like prepare a little bit because we figured that the shelves would be empty here in a week or so.
Right.
Like, there was no toilet paper or paper towels, and the last time I bought toilet paper, I got single ply. Yeah, we're gonna be showering.
Just make sure you have a lot of hand soap, because that single ply has a lot of structural issues. Your husband or your boyfriend, no, your boyfriend can tell you about structural integrity of one ply toilet paper. I'm sure he'll understand that. It's crazy. Like, Dee has 100 rolls of toilet paper, so she's not worried. Here's the thing about one ply though: if you double it up, it becomes two ply. So just remember that. That's a little bit of a tip there. But the thing is that what scares me is the fact is that Wuhan is they produce a lot of tech and stuff from that district. Each district reminds me of what was that Mockingjay or whatever it was, wherever like each person lived in a different district and they produce different stuff. But that's the way China's set up. Each different district produces stuff. So like iPhones and stuff, that's where a lot of the tech comes from in China. But some of the other manufacturing hubs were shut down because of the virus to keep it from spreading. So like the other stuff that they make over there, like medicines and other stuff.
You mean like most of our stuff?
Yeah, like most, except for toilet paper. Oddly enough, I live in Fredericktown, Missouri, and Procter and Gamble is less than a 40-minute drive away from me, and I bet you they have enough toilet paper to last me through the end of the apocalypse if I just ate tacos and drank, something that makes you crap all day, whatever that would be. You'd be fine. But like most of that stuff's made in the US, but like some of the other stuff, made in China, like some foods and stuff like that. I was watching a video of a lady that was a truck driver, and she was at the port there in Los Angeles or somewhere like that. And she says these stacking containers are normally as high as like skyscrapers. And she filmed around and there's like hardly anything there. And she goes, there's no boats in the harbor. So the thing is right now why it's important to go out and buy stuff, not overbuy, but make sure you have enough for you for the next, month, I would say at least, so that things can get back to normal and they can start sending supplies over. I would say 2 months, because they have to make the stuff, put it in containers, put it on boats. The boats have to sail here. They have to unload it. They have to ship it, and then it has to be put on the shelf, and that can take a while. So some stuff can be gone. Thank God Walmart is a really great company for like their distribution centers, because they stockpile stuff. They buy stuff in bulk so that they can sell it so cheap. But I've heard word that some of the distribution centers are starting to get lean on products, and that can be bad too.
Well, sorry it took so long. I had to cut some fire hose. Forgot I had to do that.
Good having you.
See, I contacted a guy that works for my fire department just to see if they had any fire hose for sale, and just to see what if they would sell it. And he's like, yeah, we've got some. He goes, but we can't sell it because people they were afraid that people are going to use it for fires. And I'm like, no. I said, I just want to get it and sell some of it in my store and then put it back in someday, because if they were going to, sometimes he goes, we throw it away. And I'm like, well, I just come get it and put it in the basement whenever I felt like messing with it. I could, sell some of it on eBay or something like that. I was like, what a unique idea. And, but they won't give me any. So your selling is safe for now.
I hear you. Well, no, I'm running low anyway, and
contact your local fire stations. They might have some.
Yeah, might end up doing that.
There's quite a few around us too.
Right.
But yeah, I've been doing good with that, but it takes up a lot of room. But I don't have to worry about room now. I don't know if you saw that I got a warehouse.
Really?
Yeah, I had a live earlier today, and I was talking about it. And I'll bring it up and show it.
Yeah. Congrats! That's awesome.
Can you share it? Go up there real quick.
Share. Okay, wait. First,
eBay.
How do you make Commonwealth Picker a moderator? Or not? What?
Yeah, called moderator. You'd have to go on the.
Is it on this?
I think you actually have to go to the actual YouTube thing.
Okay.
Not the StreamYard. But I'm just gonna show some of my sales first.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
And then I'll go and I'll show you the warehouse. It's actually full of like estate sale buyout items. So I'm getting a bunch of stuff with it.
Did you buy the building or are you renting it?
We'll go ahead and share it real quick. See if it pulls it right up. All right, now and bring it. Click on that. Okay. Rent to own.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'll go over it in just a second. Scroll down. I know people. Okay, that's fine. Okay, scroll to the top. All right, now. Actually, no, scroll to the bottom. Sorry about that. All right, now you can click on the share screen. Okay, so click on the fire hose. All right, so starting off, sold this fire hose. It's 20 foot long, 4.5 inches wide. Sold it for $19.99, and they paid. Go back. Man, what did they pay for shipping? They paid $20 for shipping.
Damn.
And I'll slide this in a one of those 12 by 12 by 8 priority boxes that are free. And then I'll cut it down with a good old box resizer. And it'll be priority. It'll be like 12 by 12 by 4. It'd be 12 by 12 by 5, and that'll go priority cubic through prior ship. And I'll typically that'll be like $9 or $10. Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, we'll pull it up. Were you on the other? Were you on the other video that we watched? Yeah, I don't think I saw you on there.
I didn't see
But
hold on, I'm gonna make you.
We'll pull it up in a minute.
I want to make Commonwealth a moderator.
Moderator. Okay, click on that one. Pause it. There you go. Now you can. Just little dots beside it. All right, so.
Dang, now I can't even find.
I'll just go. Oh, I'm not going to package everything. I don't know why I just started doing this. I'll package it all after we show it all. All right, go and go to the next thing. There you go. Now he's moderating.
Alrighty.
Now it can be blue here. All right, so sold a lot of those. I don't know if I got all of them. Sometimes I feel like I forget some of them.
One of these guys?
Yeah, sold 4 of these auto emblems. I don't know why that one you don't have to do all that.
Well, $14.99, guys.
Yeah,
That's
this one.
good.
So usually I sell these for about $9 or $10 free shipping, but for some reason this one sells for $15. It's just very, I don't know, sought after. But the other ones usually sell $9 or $10 free shipping, and I've got like I don't know how many I have left of them.
Yeah.
I don't know how many I have of that. I'm saying of all of them.
Oh yeah.
Because I sent half of them into Amazon, but they were a different company. This company you can't send into Amazon. That's why I was selling them on eBay. But yeah, so sold 4 of those. 3 of them were about $9, $10
Where's the fourth one?
up the top.
Oh.
Miami Heat's $10, and then of course tax, but free shipping. I'm out of the Miami Heat's ones. Yeah, those did sell fast. So yeah, 3 of those. Well, 4 of those. One of them was 15. Others were 10. Got this NFL Houston Texans phone case. I got this actually in the Highway 70 yard sale
I remember that.
in Tennessee, and I bought like this lady all out of like a bunch of stuff she'd gotten from like a pallet. I didn't spend much there, so like I probably got like 50 cents invested into this, and I got $8.99, and they paid like $7 for like. Why was that priority? That must have been an accident.
They might have chosen it.
If I wouldn't give it an option on something like this typically. So anyway,
I mean,
yeah,
hey.
there's that.
I make a lot of mistakes in my shipping.
Right there, you got the Affliction Bamboo Men's Graphic T-shirt. I don't sell like a large amount of clothes, but for nicer things that I find in storage units or if I'm out and about.
Ooh, that's a cool
So
one.
yeah, it's a nice Affliction. Affliction's always got those crazy patterns, and just a bunch going on. And they have like the stitching, what's it called when it's like damaged? It's like intentionally damaged. It's made to look
worn.
Distressed.
I always
Yeah.
forget that.
I always forget that word too. Go back.
Wrenches are so overrated. I think you're just jealous, land shark picker, that I didn't make you a moderator.
Oh, did he not get one?
No,
We're
I'll
gonna
go back
do
and get you one too.
Yeah. All right, so right there, I sold. You got the dive flag hitch. This also was with the big buy that I had. I bought someone's whole. It's like 1,700 units of car accessory stuff, license plate frames, trail or hitch inserts, and metal logos with 3M backing. Yeah, distressed. So yeah, I sold 2 of those. Sold this dive flag one, $19.99, free shipping.
Oh, okay.
And they're already in these boxes. I just packed the box up and the label on it. Of course, put some shipping tape on it. Scroll up. All right, there you go. Got the U.S. Navy one. Same thing, $19.99, free shipping. Same thing in the box. They're all in the box. There's like 150 of those that I have. I got 120 left or so. And then this was the big one. Sold this stock market game for $49.99, and they paid shipping. It's from 1968, and I got this out of the warehouse that I just got, and I actually got it before I bought it from the guy that owned it, who's at my flea market, my buddy, and he runs the flea market, which Josie now has a job at. If you were in the last live, you know that. So yeah, I bought that from him with a bunch of other stuff, and like I said, this I probably have like $5 invested into this in total, and turned that to 50. And I have 3 other old games like that are around the same price, 40 to 60. So yeah, that was the 10 sales that I had in the last couple of days.
Woohoo!
So that's exciting. If you want, go ahead and turn the screen sharing off. If people that are in here have not seen my warehouse that I just got, we can go ahead and
Facebook, I'm guessing.
go to Facebook. Go to the messages. Go to.
I know who you sent it to.
It's not you. It's not just you. It's I sent it.
Cheated. I'm just kidding. The other one was Paris.
Send it to Parrish. We'll go ahead and send him a link to the video or the live show so that he can know that we're hanging out, and that'll put him at the top of the queue so we can easily look at him. All right.
Alrighty.
1 second. So we don't have to show a bunch of personal information after we are transitioning.
Are you just control all of them?
Now I'm going to go to yours and mine. And if you happen to go to the video, turn the audio off because it's going to be obnoxious. So again, you can share it back. Go to this first.
Wave your hand, please.
I don't know why that scroll. What happened?
You opened Facebook twice.
Click that. Sorry. Being
Okay. There we go.
My gosh, Brandon, come on. Oh, wow, look at that.
So it's 4,600 square feet on 0.75 acres of industrial zoned
That
or commercial.
looks like something out of a zombie movie. It's like, this is where you go to.
It's old.
Yeah, I love it. I love the freaking water tower over the top of it. Looks like a UFO.
Yeah. So, yeah, pretty excited about this. That's just showing some of the discrepancies that are wrong with it. Right now,
I'm trying to find pictures. Sorry, guys.
there's a building on the premises.
So,
You get it better. So it's got an old Mayflower box truck storage thing.
See a little trunk peeking out there.
Right there. That's full of stuff as well.
Yeah.
So that's just like the lot from the edge of the concrete. So that's about half the lot. It's all fenced in, barbed wire fencing, 2 gates, of course, locked. The bay door does work, and it's full of a bunch of.
which one? Sorry.
It's full of a bunch of
Bunch of
estate
goodies.
sale stuff, like estate sale clean out and storage unit clean out stuff.
That is insane.
And the other day I went to the flea market, really bad day because we showed up at 9 a.m. We woke up late. It was supposed to rain that day. And of course, with the virus going around, there wasn't a lot of people, but we still made $95. And I think the majority of those sales were actually from this stuff, if I remember correctly. And we barely made a dent in the stuff. We just started working from the front for the most part. We'll go ahead and show yours. Yeah. This is the new. This is what it looks like now. I got that. What's that? What are those desks called? Like a reception desk? Yeah, got that reception desk out of a storage unit along with the shelves right behind it, and that vintage mirror.
And this thing.
Let's
see.
Couldn't go to.
There's this one that shows the box.
Yeah, that'll show where I cleaned it out. That's all that I've took so far. Turn the volume down.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can just keep on showing it. This is just a smaller. Oh yeah, there's an industrial freezer in there. That's mine, and I can sell that for a decent amount separately. There's a bunch of records in there. Pretty much anything you could think of that most people would sell. There's 2 CO2 tanks in there. The thing is, what's it called? Freezer is full. Other stuff. That's just a replay. Click right there. Maybe that'll show more. One to the right of it. Yeah, that's when we were cleaning out some of the stuff, putting it in, loading up to the trailer for the flea market. There's about 800 or 900 square foot of warehouse, not warehouse, but office space as well. If we can go right there. Actually, go right here first.
Right here.
Yeah. So that's just a different
Different angle. Different time. It's got a nice little. Oh, it's got another heater. Did you see that?
pause. Nope, not yet. Try again. Let's see where it's going to end up at. And pause. Go ahead. I'm just going to show where the office space is, but it walks in on this other one. Just show. Got linoleum floor or like vinyl kind of flooring. Got just wood, like just thin panels for the walls.
Was that a commercial cooler in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's
like
yeah.
15 by 10.
It's got there's no AC in the warehouse, but there is AC in the office space. Somebody took the guy previous owner took the expander foam around the edge, so because people were, I guess, tried to break in at one time. But the good thing about this and what made me really jump on it, even though I can use the space. I will use the space. I'm excited to just try to give me some motivation to expand. But the fact is, this was a really good opportunity. No.
I think we're going through all.
Yeah, that's inside of the cooler.
Ooh, candy machines.
Yeah.
That's cool. Is that a mattress?
That is a mattress.
Could have given that to Sharp. Just kidding.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's they want $190,000 for the property in the warehouse to buy it.
How much did you say?
90,000.
Oh wow.
So what we're doing is a rent to own. I'm paying $500 a month, 24-month lease, and then 50% of the investment or of the payment goes towards the principal. Which honestly, if you do the math, when it comes to the property tax,
Well, there goes Pickers in here.
and,
Sorry, there's Pickers in here. What's up, you guys?
oh, I didn't see it. Hey, so yeah, I want you to like take out property taxes that they have to pay a year, which is close to $2,000 a year. I'm pretty much investing most of the money if I would have had to pay property taxes, plus interest rate on a loan if I would have gotten a loan now. But yeah, it has a lot of little issues here and there that make it uninspectable to actually be to have more of a liability within it. So like right now it's technically storage space. So like if I tried to like sublease it out to a company or something, or I tried to run a business out of it that was more of a that had a lot more liability caught up in it, then I would have to get it inspected for insurance purposes and for so basically it's not up to code. It has some old ways of doing things, and one of the previous owners was just renting it for storage supposedly, but they were using that freezer. They put a bunch of outlets in it, and they were using that freezer to grow weed in. They were selling weed out of it. So, and the guy actually shot himself inside of that warehouse.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my! Wow, is it haunted?
When the police were raiding, I mean that's based on opinion, but I don't know. I mean, in theory, I guess. But yeah, like I mean, it's a really good deal. The owners they have like 20 or 30 or I can't remember how many they said. It was double digits, but they have a business or a company that owns they lease warehouses out. So they have they're pretty loaded. Their house is like beautiful. We went and like had a meeting with them and everything, but they're like 80 years old. So I mean, they're really nice. I think I got a good deal.
I don't know what real estate out there goes for, but I bought a building here in Fredericktown and I paid $60,000 for it, and it's only 1,500 square feet on the first floor, 1,500 or 1,400, and I'm gonna have to put a roof on it. So like, I don't think you did too bad.
Yeah,
you're at.
Good.
I would say exactly where you're at. Yeah, you did probably pretty good.
Yeah, and also it's got that building back there. All right, see you, man. I appreciate you watching.
See you, kid.
Now, Page and Reseller, I couldn't live in it, but if I was telling Josie, if I was single, I would, for sure.
If you were single.
If I I would turn that into like just a sick bachelor pad, and just have the other half be the business, and which I'm already gonna have some rec things in there. I'm planning on like putting a basketball hoop in there, and maybe a pool table. So,
how do you plan on what's your plan on moving most of the merchandise that's in there now? How are you going to get that out and sort it and move it?
Little by little, honestly. I'm gonna use it. Like I'm gonna slowly move my way back, and as I get into more storage units or whatever I get, use that also to like do some organizing and some. It's a better place for me to do pretty much anything I want. Because I don't know, it's just not at home, and I know when I'm there. The bad thing about having a business at home, and I'm sure some people could relate to this. Bad thing about having a business at home is you have that like desire to like potentially take a break somewhere, and you're in your home, and then you're like home, so you feel really comfortable, and then you're just like finding yourself like not falling asleep necessarily, but just find yourself just being lazy, playing a game, or doing whatever you typically do in your home. I figure like me being, if I want go there and like do work, I'm going to be a lot more disciplined to like stay and do things related to making some money.
Yeah, I have a problem going to my store and being productive because I have the internet there, but I do. I'm really not productive at home. I'm really not productive here.
I mean, I try to be.
Man, I would be so much productive if we worked in the warehouse.
Yeah, I know. I mean, one of the reasons why, like, I've been here a year and a half and we don't have a couch. I literally did that. A lot of the reason why I don't is so I literally, go to work, come home, and work. And then, like, if I choose to be lazy, then, or hang out or whatever, we'll watch TV in the bedroom, or we'll go out and do something, or go outside and do something. Not to say I don't enjoy sitting on the couch, having a nice area to entertain people, but
this is our couch.
In my
this chair right
I don't know. I'd rather just make money.
Marie wants to know, can you get internet there at the warehouse?
Yes, it's already wired up, Marie. I'm sorry if I haven't been paying attention to the.
Oh, I've been paying attention. That's the first warehouse related. If anyone has a warehouse related question, just throw it up in the chat.
Or I'm also looking at what I can do with the rest of the property,
yeah, if you got suggestions.
Yeah, suggestions on what I can do, like anything. I mean, I'm open to a lot of things.
All we have right now is storage, is what we were using it
for.
and
working out of, and then we're gonna, if we get into the bees super hard, we're gonna put some of the hives in the field.
You have bees?
We're
getting a shipment.
We have 2 hives that are ready to go. Well, they're one of them's in the freezer right now because we're freezing them because they were used, and to kill off as much bacteria, as many insect larvae or whatever.
You're freezing your bees?
No, we're freezing
the hives. So I was like, is that bad for bees, or is there something like supernatural? I don't know about bees that you can freeze them and
they come out of hibernation, they just start producing honey.
They're like, screw you, sub-zero temperatures. We're bees, and
the thing about that is they produce so much heat. It's ridiculous.
Have you seen the bees try to like kill wasps and stuff by balling up?
Yeah, they crawl and vibrate and just like kill them.
Bees are metal. Bees are the most metal insect out there. They literally melt their enemies from the inside.
Yeah, it's insane, and that's how they keep. If you look, if I get into it, I'm going to. It's because it's actually very smart to do this. But if I get into it, I'm going to get like an infrared or like a thermal scanner, so that you can actually tell how well your hive is doing. Like in the winter, when they go into like hibernation mode, you can kind of tell how good they're because of like. If they're in one big cluster, or like if they go into like 2 clusters, that means something. If they're in a small cluster, that's like, they're dying off or whatever. But if you look at it, you see like just red, like where they're just really they just surround the queen and they just like, I mean that's the thing. They're so amazing. Like I'm super excited.
Everybody should keep bees, at least a hive.
It
would be great for their life and the earth.
I was about to say, even going farther, like as cool as bees are, I love bees. I don't keep them yet because I'm in an apartment. I don't really have the opportunity to do that. But
that would be great. Bees. Everybody come over and play a little Xbox, and stay away from the beehive though.
Everyone, if you want to get in the bees, and you have a house, you got to check with your HOA because some people do not like it. But screw those people, because having bees is awesome. Because you have to think about what you're doing for the environment, man. Brandon, that's awesome that you have bees because
it's great. It is.
It's really so necessary. Those are our pollinators. Without bees, we wouldn't have so many of the plants that we have.
You're right. I came home one day and there was I had a beehive because the one had swarmed, and I had a box that was on my front porch and the lid was cracked on it like that much. And they're like, hell with it. This is our new home, Bo.
That's awesome.
I'm like, all right. I called a guy and I'm like, hey, you want some bees? And he came and got them. And he says they were his bees anyways, that his hive had split and it came over to my farm. And I'm like, well, come get your hive of bees because I don't want to get stung.
Hey, for everyone in the chat, if you're, I mean, we're all resellers for the most part. If you get a swarm of bees, go to somewhere like honeybees, like you can just look up what the difference between the honey jacket or yellow jacket, honeybee, wasp, and then hornet. But if you get honeybees and they like take over something, or you know where they're at, and they're like maybe like his situation, you could sell those because there's a queen in there, there's a whole colony in there, and someone like me that's getting into them, or someone like for me, I paid like I bought two, so I have 2 hives ready to go, and I bought 2 colonies of bees in like this box. Come with 1 queen. They come with like 10,000 bees each, and that's like a small hive. Hives are typically 10 to 60,000 or something like that.
Wow.
Oh, yellow jackets, man! I do not like yellow jackets.
Neither do I.
Yeah.
And I think I paid how much? I can't even remember how much
You
they were
didn't
now.
tell me. You didn't.
They're usually like between I know my one friend spent $300 on his hive. But
Yeah.
you could spend like a couple, especially the queen. The queen is like $150 if you want to get a replacement queen.
Well, and it depends. That
Yeah.
depends. But I think I spent like $380 on both. So that's 2 whole colonies. So yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can get a queen and you can put it in there, and you have to like acclimate the queen to the hive because if you just introduce it, they'll kill it.
You know how they do that? It's my favorite thing in the world.
Yeah,
it's so cool. They have a little cage, right?
I can go get it. I have one. I can show you.
Oh yeah, show it. So it's this little cage that the only opening, so there's openings for her pheromones to get out of the cage, right? But there's an opening with a piece of like candy, right? And the idea is that it takes so long for the bees to eat through the candy that they get used to her pheromones.
Yeah.
And they completely acclimate. And by that point, when they eat the candy and she gets out, they're like, oh yeah, you're my queen. We just freed you. And instead, if you just threw a queen in there, like she would end up getting it probably attacked like she was an invader.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Show this one. Show this one. Click that right there.
See.
And then click that right there. Right here. Okay. So this is the box that they'll come in. This is a package of bees. So
there's 10,000 in there.
there'll be 10,000 like all in here, and they'll be surrounded in the center around where the queen is, and where there's a can sitting in the center, and it's full of like sugar water because that's like what they eat. They're just like raw carbohydrate and then like raw protein that they get out of pollen. But and then there'll be this thing like stapled on top, hanging inside with the bees all around it, and then
the queen in the box.
so you have to like take the can. There's like a piece of wood. Take the wood off. You take the can off, and then you like put the wood back on, and then you like take this thing off and put the wood back on. So you keep all the bees in here, and then inside of here, there will be the queen and 2 of her assistant bees. I forget what they're called. They're like there's like 2 to 4 to 6 or something like that. Bees that just take care of the queen. Like that's their sole purpose in life.
That's the candy.
And so that's the
that's the cork?
Oh, no. So this one had to be direct release because for some reason they didn't get enough time. But actually, what my theory about this one, because there's a lot of candy left. So this is like a little piece of candy. Or no, that is the cork. They did it right. That is cork. I thought it was candy.
Okay, can you close the garage door?
So
Amazing.
can you close the garage door? Thank you. So there's like this, there'll be like a cork on this side for direct release. But you don't want to do that. And then there's a piece of candy right here. And so what they'll do is over the course of like 4 days, that's like the normal acclimating time, they'll little by little eat that piece of candy out and then release the queen. By that time, the pheromones have gotten through and the queen has gotten used to, or all the bees have gotten acclimated to that queen's pheromones. So when she comes out, they won't kill her. Otherwise, they would have. So like if this person would have just like take that cork out and just let them in there, there's a good chance that they would have killed that queen because they were taken from another hive. And they're used to that other queen bee's pheromone. So because of that, they think that she is another queen trying to come in and take over their hive because they do that a lot. They'll other colonies will come in, take over the hive, and just kill everyone else, and then just expand their hive. That happens every once in a while. Actually, that doesn't happen a lot. But to prevent that, what's called robbing, they, like I said, they have to be acclimated to that queen. So
I think it's odd that they have to acclimate when the queen has been.
That's not her. No.
When the queen has been sitting there for in shipment and whatnot.
Yeah, they've had the time to eat that candy away a little bit. Shipping for a live animal like that takes like.
So the candy's big enough for them to have to eat through it for a while, for like more than 4 days.
Yeah. So
okay.
For something like that, the shipping is going to be like one overnight or like 2 day, and then after that, you're going to have like 2 or 3 days that they have to eat that candy out, and then sometimes they don't, and then you have to direct release them and then just take the chance because they can only live in there so long.
Yeah.
And by that time, if they're not acclimated to her, then it just wasn't meant to be, and it does happen like that sometimes.
So my other favorite thing about bees, have you learned about the waggle dance yet?
I don't. It depends on what you're referring to with that word.
So it's how they the waggle dance is how they tell other bees where like flowers and stuff are.
Yes.
Oh, that's so cute.
No, it's cute, but it's also insane because it's literally directions, right? Yeah. So they'll wiggle their butt, and that'll be like go straight, and then after a certain amount of time, they'll be like this, and they'll wiggle their butt, and they're like turn right, and they wiggle their butt, and they're like turn left. It's crazy. And it's like their way of communicating locations to different flowers and different hives if they wanted to swarm somewhere. Like if they wanted to.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
What's up, Cliff? Like, no, I was just saying, like, if they wanted to split and go to like some other place, they would be like, "Oh, I found this cool place. It's this way and then this way."
It's awesome. I love it. Like, I think it's so interesting. Yeah, come on in, Cliff. I just posted the link if you're not doing anything.
I also love bumblebees, Marie. Just saying, they're the cutest things. Hi, Boondock Mercantile. Is that Cliff?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Cliff.
The thing with bumblebees, because I love bumblebees too, but they're completely solitary, right?
Yeah.
Which is sad because I the weird thing with bees, right, is they're like a hive mind. So everyone is working for the greater good of the hive, and it's not like there's individual personalities. It's not the Bee Movie, like it's really like almost lifeless, but in kind of a cool way,
Yeah. So much on instinct.
Yeah.
But it's so amazing because how intricate the instinct is. It's like more. I would almost argue that it's like their how they give directions and everything. It's more. It's like one of the out of all like animals, insects, and everything. It's the most like, intelligent. But yeah, like you said, not like so much intelligent where they don't have like emotion to base decision making or anything. Right. It's mainly off of pure instinct.
But then you have bumblebees, and they like live by themselves. They're very solitary insects, and they don't do anything cool that honeybees do. They're just fluffy.
That's enough for me. That's enough. Just fat and fluffy.
They're pretty fat too. They're the thick bees.
Yeah.
Somebody say something about fat.
Thick.
Thick.
I got you covered.
THICC.
You can do a little dance too if it makes anyone happy.
Man, bumblebees, I think have gotten like a lot larger in recent years as well. Because my there was a bumblebee that got trapped in a lockbox that my dad had in Utah. Swoop this chair real quick because it's comfy. And it was huge. Like it was huge. Like it was decent size. Crazy.
I didn't see it.
It was a few years ago.
Yeah. Murray said if he gets stung by one, you won't after that. If you are messing with a bumblebee and it stings you, you're either antagonizing the bumblebee or like you weren't like looking out for the big buzzing raisin because like you can hear the things a mile away. I don't think I've ever had a bumblebee ever mess with me. Like I don't know.
Now here, I'm gonna say from my anecdotal experience, I've only been stung once in my life, and it was from a bee just being an ass. Like he just came. So what happened was he went inside my shoe, and that was his first mistake, because I didn't have my shoe on. Right, I was ready to put my shoe back on, and he just stung my foot.
Well, he don't know. He doesn't. He's not like I'm going in this dude's shoe and I'm gonna hang out for a little bit.
He messed with the humans, man.
You
mess with the human, you get the foot.
That's right. You get the foot. He says, "I'll show you, man. You get the sting."
Yeah, well, that was the last sting he ever did. So who came out on top? You tell me.
He says, "I float like a butterfly and sting like a bee."
And the first thing he ever did.
True.
I don't think bumblebees lose.
No, not bumblebees. My bad. So that honeybees. Go ahead and mute it.
Yeah, honeybees. It's a death sentence. But that's again playing into the hive mind, though. You know, like they don't care. Their life is meaningless to them. They're working to make that honey.
Yeah.
They'll do whatever it takes.
That's right, and it's delicious honey too. Like there's a difference between the real honey and that fake stuff that you can get. Oh my gosh, what are you guys doing in there? I think they're tearing the kitchen apart.
If you really start getting into honey, there's because like most of the time if you go to a store, right, what you're buying is called wildflower honey, which really just means we have no idea where this honey came from, right? Like it doesn't mean anything. They just set the bees out and they went out to get it. Where you really start getting into the cool honey is when people will have like farms for specific plants already, so they have tons of flower. They have tons of flowering plants at the ready, and the bees just only consume those flowering plants because that's what's around them. So they'll get some bees and they'll be able to sell specialized honey. Like one of my favorites is I think it's cherry blossom honey, or it's something. It's some blossom, right? And it is absolutely leagues above wildflower honey. And then if you really get into it, there's let me figure out.
There's the ones that are like different colors too.
Do they have
there's a really dark honey that's called. I have a couple jars of them.
Yeah.
Do they have like weed honey?
Buckwheat.
Like people are growing like
That's
marijuana?
a good question.
Like you could definitely like THC weed.
There's a business right there.
You could have like the logo could be so cool. It would be like a bee and with like bloodshot eyes. It'd be
I think you'd have an easier time just putting the THC in the honey than trying to get
probably.
rid of it.
Probably, yeah.
But the honey I'm talking about is buckwheat honey. And if you look up buckwheat honey, it's molasses basically. But
Have you ever had buckwheat cakes?
Oh.
No, I want to try that though.
Yeah, so they make pancakes out of like the buckwheat.
That's all I know.
I don't even know what buckwheat is.
It's what it sounds like, just a different type of wheat.
Oh, okay.
I went to a military academy in
Me too.
Kingwood, West Virginia, and it's by Morgantown. That's where WVU is, and Kingwood has this thing where they have a buckwheat festival every year, and so we had to get like certain amount of volunteer hours to be able to graduate, and so some of us volunteered for the buckwheat festival, and so we were like being like. I was like a server for buckwheat, and that was the only thing they had. There were just buckwheat cakes, and you could order. Like I ate as much as I wanted. It was pretty good. They're very grainy, very grainy. But yeah, they have a unique taste to them for sure.
That's awesome.
Hey,
Have you ever
Greg,
slept on a buckwheat pillow?
I have not.
It's actually, it cools itself. When it warms up and you sweat into it, the grains curl, and that increases the airspace around it.
Oh, okay.
Get one of those.
I'll just take a gel pillow. Hey, Craig, that's why you're old, because you're the only person that probably knows who buckwheat is.
Oh, well, I know buckwheat is.
Shh, I'm messing with Craig. You're supposed to say, who said you? What are you working on tonight, Cliff? Or you got anything in the printer?
No, I was working on a custom project.
No, really.
Just
Yeah, he's looking at curing the virus.
He's
I'm
creating.
negotiating. Yeah, I have the cure for the virus. Go back in time a year ago, eat dirt, shake people's hands, throw away your hand sanitizer.
There it is.
So really, all we need is a time machine.
And hey, they're just being stupid. Like, hey, let's quarantine everybody who's on a cruise ship. Well, you know what? All you're doing is incubating the virus. So people are going to keep getting sick over and over and over.
I just wish I could have been one of the first people that got it. That way I could have kind of got like YouTube famous. I could have blew up and I'd be like, I'm the coronavirus survivors. Let me tell you guys, I'm going to build a channel all around the coronavirus.
I'm the corona picker.
The corona picker.
You would never get monetized with that name. YouTube would be like, they're not giving, like there was some guy that made videos about haunted houses and stuff like that in horror movies. And when he reached 100,000 subscribers, YouTube refused to give him a silver play button. I was like, you bastards, why would you do that to that guy?
Why?
Because they said that his content it wasn't what they wanted to promote on their platform.
Yeah, well, okay.
I've been thinking of that song ever since the coronavirus came out. My Sharona or something.
My Corona.
Mm.
They actually did a remake of that for the coronavirus. Hey, would you guys be quiet? I'm on the internet here, please.
Oh, you're talking to your little viruses.
Yeah. I'm talking to my birth control, so every time I go live, people are like, I don't want to have any kids. I have to be like, shut up.
So what are we all doing? Anything productive? Because I sure am not.
I haven't did anything productive since I made a video today and I put it out. And yesterday I stained some tables at the antique store, and that was about all. I went to an auction too. And today's I don't know. I have stuff to list, but I have a bunch of artwork to list.
I'm packing orders. So
Did you guys hear me when I was yelling at the kids? I thought I turned the mic off. Maybe I need to mute myself on the screen because I have a little switch here. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Can you hear me? Well, that don't work at all because I thought I was silencing my mic. I'm like, you little. This I don't call him anything mean because I always have little terms of affection for him. Don't do it. Don't have kids. No, I'm kidding. I love my kids. So the whole time I've been muting my mic, you guys have been hearing the garbage that's going on in the background. I humbly apologize for that. At least I know now that the thing doesn't work here.
One and down. I'm just going to tell you. 6. 3.
Has anyone seen a downtick in their sales due to the virus?
4.
I think us slightly. Just
No, I don't think it's actually because of that.
Oh,
I think it's because we've been inconsistent and we've been on vacation. 7.
Yeah, that's
My
the
sales
same
have
with
been
me.
crap for 3 months.
What are you talking about? My sales have been bad.
I was looking forward to sales going up because with all these public events being canceled, there's bored people sitting at home with their smartphones.
Yeah.
4. That's a fair point.
So
That is
yeah,
a
I
fair
would have
point.
thought that it would have gone up because I'm just saying, but
4.
it can't get transferred through the mail. That doesn't work that way.
Yeah, because I think it dies off in 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
Hey.
Get to hear all of our labels print.
The most beautiful sound in the world. Well, aside from the cha-ching.
Yeah, I like the I like the label sound, and I have a buddy that whenever we hang out in a lot of private chats, and when we do that, he's packaging, so like you hear that of the tape.
There it is.
Oh yeah. That is a beautiful sound. It's like printing.
Sounds like a candy wrapper being thermal printed.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it sounds like printing money.
I would like to have one of those. That would be really cool.
That'd
What?
be really nice. Money pressure.
Oh, hey, look at that! I got an offer.
Was it a good one?
Well, I'm gonna
You
check
showing
right
everybody
now.
your puppy dog? Can you say hi to everyone? Say hi.
Hello.
You don't-
Oh, they can't hear.
He can't. Yeah, he can't hear. He don't want to talk. He's just wanting to show everyone. See, now they're going to come over here and they have dogs. So this is what you get to look forward to. It really is pretty awesome.
Oh, kid.
Yeah, they're pretty great, but not for a long time.
I agree.
I didn't have my first kid. Like I'm 40 and he's 4. So if that tells you, like
That sounds about right.
yeah, and like I didn't have my first kid till my oldest is 12, so I had him when I was 28. And that's a good age because here's the thing you want to remember is that like you want to be in at least decent health to like be able to like interact with them. If you wait too long, then you're like then they're changing your diaper, they're changing
See, that's the thing I'm excited about because I had my son at 19, right? So, well, actually, was I 19 or 20? I think I had just turned 20. So, when we found out that we were pregnant.
Okay.
So by the time that he's like out of the house, right? Like 18 to 20 range, I'm still gonna be in my 40s. Life's not over. That's another stage. I think a lot of people my age kind of think 40 is old. That's really not old.
It's looking back on it, like here's the deal, man. I still think just like you, dude. Like I've got a young mind and an old body. Like I'm 40, so I'm not super old, but like I'm more like I'm a big stupid kid. So like I'll never grow up probably, but your body just doesn't feel as good. You kind of feel like you remember the movie with Robin Williams in it where he had like the disease where he grew older quicker than everyone else, and that's kind of like me. Yeah, that's me. I'm like in the body of a 40-year-old, but I'm still like wanting to go, do all the things I did when I was, 19, 20 years old.
Are you wanting to for this one?
Yeah, purchase.
How many orders you got out, Brandon?
10.
10.
10. That's a solid number.
I showed him while you were gone.
Dee said she's it's been kind of slow today, but she's been clearing the stupid red dots today. I don't know what that is. She sold 4 boxes of Pedialyte to a laboratory in Colorado. That was kind of weird. That is kind of weird, but I never thought about Pedialyte.
I think she's talking about those red dots on item specifics.
Oh yeah, I don't even do those. Maybe that would help me sell more, but I'm too lazy to like mess with that. But I will tell you the thing that I love is sending out them offers on eBay items. I'm like,
Hey,
ooh.
I haven't done that once. I'm probably going to do it tonight.
Go lay in your bed tonight before you go to bed. Just start sending out offers. The first time I did it, I had 400 of them. It took me 2 days to get through all of them, and I did almost $1,000 in sales. So, like, if you've never done it and you probably got enough money, like, yeah, you'll kill it. I mean, I'm not afraid to like dump and stuff either. Like, if I bought this, this little widget for $1, and I have it listed for 12 or for like 120, like I'll be like $80, take it, make that money.
5.5.
You can Dee said you can send them in bulk. I don't know how you do that. Like I guess you could like say 20% off. I don't know. I've never seen that before.
Yeah. Apparently you can. I'm from the listings page, and that's what I was gonna do.
I need to watch a video on that. I need to see that because that would have been pretty cool. But I like looking at each item because unfortunately for me, some of my items have free shipping and some of them don't. So taking that into consideration, sometimes my offers can't be as deep as they would be if I had shipping on the item. Bless you.
All right, I'm gonna talk about something real quick
Who's-
that is probably kind of along the lines of that. It's like not everyone does it, and then once you do it, it's like boom, you're gonna have a lot better reaction. But I have not done this yet, so I don't know. I'm not the governing official. I don't know anything really about this other than what I saw on. Oh, let me try. I can't remember whose channel it was, but she's very. I forget what she lives on like a farm. She's something farm sales or something like that. Other than what I saw on. Hey D.
I love the LED light.
Yeah, it's awesome. I was like,
That's great.
did I start Tron?
I just added some more. That's a bit much, though, isn't it?
No,
No, it looks good.
I like it.
No, it's wild
If,
looking.
if
I like it.
anything, you need more.
Yeah.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Ooh.
Keep them coming.
Get a
I'm
disco.
gonna give away some of those lights in my next giveaway. But
There's something. I can't remember what it's called. It's like business. Okay. Let me explain what it is first before I get the name. I don't know what the name is. There's something you can do on eBay, and it's like you set up these parameters for everything you list, so that it assigns like half of the things based on some of the other things you put in. So like you put like the dimensions of it, you put in the like what type it is or whatever, and then it'll assign parameters based on that.
you mean business policies?
Business policies, right.
Oh, ugh.
Okay, now
If you list from your phone, don't do it because you'll end up with a big, huge mess.
right. I feel like you have to really have like a specific, like maybe business policies would be good for maybe like a couple things for people like us that just do so many different things. But if there's a couple things you do a lot, it might be worth it then.
It's mostly for shipping, though.
Yeah, right. And it's like, so what about?
The problem with that though, Brandon, if you list from your phone, you end up making hundreds of business policies, and then you have to go like sort them all out into. You can have, you'll end up. You'll need like a half a dozen different policies, and then you have to sort all those single ones that you made into there. And then when you go to on vacation, you can't just like bulk set it up into or change your time. You have to go change each one. But it's a real pain in the ass if you just list with your phone.
Yeah.
That's why I turn mine off. It's beneficial if you list with your computer, I suppose, but listing with your phone, you end up with hundreds and hundreds of business policies. And then when you go on vacation, you're screwed.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you want to share my screen, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Well, I gotta do it first.
Yeah, you don't push that button, just you wait for her to like put it out there, and then you can make it.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah, then you just click on it.
Click on the far right button.
Because you can
Not the button.
you can see what your
All the things.
offer is when you do it. I'll show you.
The far right one. Yeah, and then once she puts it up there, you can click on it, and it'll I think display it completely. Actually, click one to the left of that. There you go.
Hey guys, it's 11 o'clock for me right now. I'm probably gonna have to head out. So
All right.
Man, it's
yeah, I appreciate it, you guys. It was fun to chat and hang out with you. I know I missed a big chunk of the stream here, but
That's all right.
life happens.
Yeah, no, understandable. If you're not already subscribed to Burgundy Sells, Ron Burgundy.
Is that really your name?
No, well,
No,
you can explain it if you want.
That would be awesome.
When I got my first job, it was at Geek Squad, right? So at Geek Squad, I showed up and I was like, "Hey, my name's Ron," and everyone was like Ron Burgundy, and I don't really look like him, but
Yeah.
everyone was like Ron Burgundy, Ron Burgundy. It just stuck for years, so that's kind of what I went with this YouTube name. But no, it's not my actual last name.
So click on him.
All right.
All right. Well, if you got to get out here, we'll post your a link to your channel.
I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, not a problem.
Awesome. We'll have to do this again. I'll jump in on some of these talks when I see them pop up. You know, YouTube's got to fix their sub feed because I put bells on for everyone, and I still don't get notifications sometimes. So
Yeah.
anyways, I appreciate hanging out with you all, and yeah, we'll talk soon.
All right.
See you later.
Yeah. See you, buddy.
Sometimes I'll get a YouTube notification on my own channel if about a half an hour after I go live.
Okay, see this? I have 43 offers eligible. And if you click on that, then do send offers.
You have to select them.
First you gotta select them, yeah. Select. Send offers. And then I usually do like 10% because I already have sales anyway. But I can also look at what it is before I actually send them because sometimes I don't want to do it, you know. Like all these are okay, I think, unless I got a pair.
Hold on, I got
Like I don't want to, yeah. Like I don't want to do this one, so I just so I cancel it and go delete that one. I didn't pay attention to what I was selecting. But yeah, and then you could just like send them all at once.
Yeah, I still haven't done that yet.
It's so much faster. I mean, I used to sit here and do it from my phone too, and then I figured it out because somebody said something. I'm like, what? But yeah, I usually do end up getting a couple of sales from it, but it's no discount. I can't spell. Okay, you can kick me off. I'm done. Thanks.
Click it off again. Yeah, you go.
So I'm gonna send these ones and hopefully get a sale. Now it went down to one. I only have one eligible. I have sent. I don't know why I only have 40 eligible. That's the weird part. I can't figure out how they do the eligible listing or offers. Unless it's a certain amount of end time or a certain amount of time before it ends. I don't know. Does anybody know that? Because I only had 40.
So how long? What were we asking?
I don't know why I only had 40 eligible to send offers to. That's the part that I don't understand.
Yeah, I mean,
I
think
have
it's good.
I have one eligible.
One.
I think it's based on who's either watching or has it in your cart. In their cart.
Well, I had like 100 and something the other day that I did. Those ones are all expired.
Or what? So you're asking like when they, like why they expire or when they expire?
Well, I just don't. I can't figure out how they determine how many offers send offers are eligible. It's not coming out right. Who's eligible? Because like the other day I had 197, which I did, and today I had 41. But all the other ones already expired, so how come they didn't come back? You know, or you have to wait a certain amount of time before they come back. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
That is really purple.
Yeah, that is. It's It's cool though.
Let's try a different color.
Man, honey, can we get some LEDs like this?
You want to?
Yes.
And the whole warehouse.
Oh my
Just
gosh,
the whole
yes.
warehouse. Huge, big
Dude.
old LEDs.
I bet you Blaze would come and visit us if we did that.
Even me.
Yeah, probably. Just to be around LEDs. Seriously, that's his life. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
yeah.
Oh my god. That's annoying.
No, it's not. I love it.
I turn it off.
Love lights.
That's cool.
This one has a remote, but my other one over here, I have a button over there.
A lot of those
But I
LED systems, the remotes are on the same IR frequency as TV remotes and whatnot. Jody Matoma's got one. He'll turn his TV on or off, and it changes the color on his LEDs.
Really? Where's my remote? Let's see, I find my TV remote.
Look at the bill.
If I fell in the black hole. I'm not getting any of my packing done. No. It's too dark in here. I can't find the remote. Last night I made the mistake of starting a huge Lego sorting project. I should have never started that mess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know why I started it. Because I want to sell some more Lego.
You have any Star Wars?
No. I don't. I had the Ewok Village, but I think I sold that already.
That is.
Man.
I mean, you probably got a
Bum.
decent penny out of that one.
Well, I didn't sell it as complete, so I don't even remember what I got, but because when I bought it, I sold all the
Minifigs.
because I was just using the trees. I was just using the actual village, and I didn't want any of the minifigs, so I sold them.
I'd bought a bunch of toys not too long ago. It was a thing of diecast cars, and in the bottom of it there was the Jabba the Hutt Lego with Princess Leia and another random figure, and I sold them for, golly, I think like $30 or something. It was crazy.
Oh, the new watchers to your items. Okay, they don't come back. Okay, that explains it. Hi, Mike.
You can also check and see all the offers that you've sent out, and you can review the offers sent. I don't know if you can do anything else. Yeah, you can check and see what offers you've sent out on it.
I saw that.
What am I doing?
Where did you go?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to work. I can't do it when I can't chat and work at the same time.
Yeah. I hear you. Well, thanks for coming in anyway. I'm almost 100% sure everyone here is subscribed to you. But if you aren't already, you can go and put her thing in there.
Yeah.
There's only 9 people in here. But you never know.
Okay, see you later. See you tomorrow.
Alrighty then. Yeah.
See ya.
See you tomorrow at 12. Here,
Yep.
this time. I don't know. Is it 12 your time?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Eastern, right?
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
See you.
See ya. And here's these channel.
some food in a second. Hungry. Oh, I still got that stock market game I got to pack.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you, but I figured.
And it just is over the limit for what's it called? Pirate ship. It's 18 inches any direction.
Oh.
Oh. Alrighty then. That means we got a Frankenstein. Not too bad. I just can't remember. Let's see which one's what.
He shared his own tweet on Facebook. Through it.
I did, didn't he? You could have just copied and pasted it. I want to use 2 of the
Whoa.
1097 bucks.
See that?
What? Oh yeah, he's got the green screen
That's
feature.
so cool.
Back in 5 minutes.
We're counting.
I wish he had like a countdown. That'd be cool.
How was your guys' trip out to the great state of Utah?
Oh, it was awesome. Got to learn how to snowboard,
Oh yeah.
and Josie did a bunch of skiing.
Yep. I gotta post videos of you riding because I have a couple.
Oh goodness!
Yeah.
Before I learned to actually make the turns.
No, I got some of you learning to link.
You have me learning to.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Yeah. Falling on my face. Yeah, but at least I finally learned. Actually, no. I'm just doing bubble wrap on this. So yeah, that was fun. I think we'll be doing. Definitely have to do a snowboarding or skiing at least once per season.
Oh man, at least once per season. Oh, I'm so glad you say that because I cannot go a whole year.
Yeah.
It's not healthy for me.
That's funny.
Yeah, she is up in the mountains and has like ski resorts all around her town. So it's definitely a normal part of her life growing up. She learned to ski when she was what, 4?
Yeah. Yeah, me and him talked about it when you went to go get the what packages items.
Oh yeah, 'cause I think you saw her skiing on my story, didn't you?
Yeah, that was pretty amazing. That's what I told her earlier, that she was really good at it.
Yeah, the thing is that's like that was me just pointing my skis downhill. I mean, there's a bit more to skiing than that.
No, it was the thing is, it was the with the quickness. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know how many miles per hour you would call that, but it was faster than my fat ass would want to go on a pair of sticks.
I would say that's probably about 50.
Yeah, that's too fast.
I've hit I think 61 before.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, because little Josie's terminal velocity is
Not
a lot different than other
Yeah.
people's.
You're right.
You need to strap some like sandbags to me or something to go fast.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Get you some lead skis.
Yeah. My parents apparently were gonna thought about and talked about getting me into the downhill, not Olympics per se,
No,
but
that's competitions and stuff.
yeah, some serious competition.
Because you started
but
so young and went fast so young.
I had been going that fast since I was 5. Like once I got the hang of skiing, that's what I was doing. Now mastering turning and controlling my skis and skiing in powder country and whatnot, off broom runs. That I didn't get good at until last year. So
Right.
We're gonna have to take Sharp and Jacob skiing.
yeah, gotta take the fam.
You want to learn how to
Get your
ski
pillow.
or snowboard? Dude, you went and got Takis. Those Dorito ones are so much better. Not better. Yes, they are.
You already ate a whole bag.
I ate most of the bag. This is why I got another one.
Because you felt bad about eating half the other bag.
Exactly why.
Yeah, well, at least you didn't eat my other bag. The thing is,
at least we know the
Marie.
distinction, all right?
yeah,
We're not gonna touch each other's rolled tortilla chips.
yeah. If the thing is, I've got my buddy. He just moved out of the dorms, so he's renting the room for me just temporarily. And then I got, of course, my normal roommate, which y'all have seen him probably before. So if one of us gets sick at work, they're just gonna.
I think
We all they don't even test them.
I'm already.
If I in the military, if I don't even need to get tested, they just say go home, don't come back until the day you know that you're not positive, like 12 days after that or something like that. So I have a theory that they might just eventually just say don't come to work.
Yeah.
Because I mean our job is fixing aircraft components. Well, I mean that's not really the biggest priority of America right now.
Yeah.
Especially because we're talking about fighters. Now, if we were working on transports, that's a little bit different. Like cargo transport.
I'm out there.
Oh my gosh.
But sometimes they'll just do depending on the situation. It sounds like shit.
Situation.
Depending on the situation, like running out of toilet paper, that's a really bad situation. But yeah, depending on it, they'll just say like on all non-essential personnel don't report in. But like people that are like cops or people that basically run the actual base, they still do.
I have a feeling this might be working with the National Guard, helping
Yeah,
get supplies.
it might
out
get
though.
like that.
That's what
And
I.
we might have to go TDY and go. Well, of course, they'll take volunteers, which that's a really good bullet on your performance report. A really good bullet
Volunteering.
for something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, honey, I think you should volunteer. If it
Yeah.
comes to it.
Okay.
If you don't, I will.
You can't.
Why wouldn't I?
You can,
I mean,
but not for the how the
not for the
military would do
military,
it.
I volunteered for a military thing when I wasn't in the military. Put that in when I sign up for the military. That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I guess it might. All right, so go ahead. You probably won't benefit from going to pirate ship.
Yeah. Alrighty, where are we at? What was the measurement?
3 pounds, 6 ounces. I love having this mat right here. I got one of those cutting mats that has like the grid on it. So I can just lay the box on the mat. Don't have to have a tape measure or anything. Let's go 21.
21. That was so 2007.
Yeah, no, a little bit more recent than that. 12.
Oh, sorry, 2012. Wait, what did you say? 12?
0.5.
Alrighty. What's everybody doing? What's going on? It's been a little quiet.
Nothing. I'm not doing nothing.
It sounded a little filthy.
I'm watching Cliff.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta
Watching
mine.
me.
Oh, you're subscribed to his Patreon too, where you can like see him like 24/7, and
Right.
he carries the GoPro around and puts it like facing his bed when he sleeps.
That's the top tier level.
Yeah, I know. Well, I've got the other one. It's not so known. And I was gonna say, Cliff, I know you've run out of toilet paper, but I don't know if I'd have used that. Dude.
You know what? We have tons. Well, I have 3 grocery stores in my area, And there are tons of rolls of toilet paper still left.
Well, that's because you guys are Canadian and you know,
Yeah, there's like, how many people in your town? Like what, 50, 60 or something like that?
That's why I said within 30 minutes.
you should like. I'm not even kidding. Because, like I said before, I got single ply toilet paper before the coronavirus like seriousness even really hit, and I only got like 6 rolls. So,
It might get worse up there. Who knows?
well, I mean, like if you could hook it up with some toilet paper, like you know, just give you my address, send it this way.
Hey.
You know?
Here's my question, right?
Did I not already do
You
this?
can't price gouge, but an auction can go for whatever you like. You're not doing anything at that point. If you run an auction, is that
You're not
price
setting the
gouging?
price?
Is it like? I mean, you know, like I mean, at that point, you know, at that time, you're not setting the price. You're not saying like, hey, this is not a. I mean, I don't know. I just figure that that's just hey, whatever it goes for.
It's only price gouging if it's always a fair price if there's somebody out there willing to pay that amount. Is how I look at it.
Right, and I don't know. That's a whole other thing. I don't know.
But I don't agree with these 10-ounce bottles of hand sanitizer being sold for $50.
Right.
Yeah.
Wait, you think I could risk an IPA this close to work?
You cannot risk an IPA this close to work.
Wait.
That's my
crazy.
Walmart.
Oh, heck.
Cliff has the toilet paper.
You know
I
what
got
he's,
the hookup.
I know, Maria. I messed
you know what
up.
he's doing? He bought all that, and then
Yeah,
it's all
that's
gone now. But then when people
that's
go
my
there,
that's my garage.
yeah, when people go there, it's close to you, so you can just say, "Hey, I've actually got it now."
I just have my little YouTube logo on the shelf. It says Boondock Mercantile. That's how you
Yeah.
come find me.
Okay, so my whole thing with buying the 1-ply was I don't like the toilet paper that's 3-ply and like super soft. Because it's just, I don't know.
That's like on The
Too
Office.
much.
Whenever Dwight pays, he has that what's his face
Yeah,
take the 2-ply apart
yeah,
to save money because he owns the building.
yeah. So I was just trying to buy toilet paper that wasn't like super soft and like, you know, leaves residue because nobody likes that.
I've got one of those soft bristled drill brushes.
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and use that.
Just
for
one
yourself.
pull of the trigger and you're done. That'd be awesome. Then you can wash it.
Like
No,
those,
that's-
like a dryer lint cleaning brush.
Yeah, and then just one, just like, zzz, you know, I've got the brushless system, so you're talking a lot faster, a lot more torque. So
Canadians are saying pretty much anybody but Americans almost. Italians have it really bad over there, and they're still have stuff on their shelves, food and everything.
Well, you know, I always go for the Cottonelle that's infused with aloe and vitamin E.
That is a good option.
And
It's like
THC.
wiping your ass with a baby angel's tail feather.
By Scott's, then Jesse, it's almost sandpaper too. I don't want sandpaper. I don't know. I don't know what I want. I'm still learning.
what are those jalapenos? How many did you get?
Wait, can I see?
How many did you
Let
get?
me, the stem.
What?
I want to see the stem, so hold the top. It's not too spicy. Did you know that you can tell how spicy a jalapeno popper will be by how curled it is?
Curl?
Yeah, the stem, how curled it is.
Oh, just the seeds that are spicy.
Yeah, but
Well,
it's
yeah, but you
apparently
can
it's an
tell by the
indication. I
stem.
don't know what. Like,
That's a trick I learned from some Mexican
Oh, yeah, this isn't
friends.
that spicy.
Yeah.
Some Mexican.
she said Mexican friends.
I said friends. I did say friends. What
What time you
what
leaving?
was that?
Was that
What was what, Marie?
What time you leaving?
probably like 12?
What time do you have to be there?
I'll
One?
leave in like
You only
40 minutes or something. I want to do some calf raises.
oh, so you're gonna okay.
Some cat
Remember I
food?
told you about the 15-minute thing, right?
15, about 15 minutes.
I don't know. I'm not saying it doesn't look good, but 15 minutes looks good. 30 minutes looks like Because you're not doing anything. You have nothing to do at work until people get there.
Murray, I could not go only 61 in a vehicle. That could not happen. I mean,
Yeah,
you
Joseph's
can ask
ridiculous.
Brandon. Yeah, I'm pretty ridiculous.
It's pretty obnoxious, actually.
Sorry, but I get us there, and I get us there pretty freaking fast. Okay, I drive like my dad. 90 miles per hour is acceptable as long as there's no cops.
Utah roads are a lot bigger though.
You keep saying that, but like North Carolina is really not that bad either. The loud trunk dragging across the floor.
It must have been the whenever I laid this on here and was scooting it over.
Oh yeah, don't do that again. You got a nice microphone here, okay?
Yeah, and it's connected to the.
And it's alright. Sorry, Marie. Sorry, everybody.
What am I going to do with this?
You're probably gonna keep it.
Yeah, but I
it's
don't.
cute.
Okay.
It's a
I don't want
planter.
that cat knocking it over there.
True. I did say 61 on skis. That's my max, my terminal velocity, because I don't weigh enough to go any faster. But 61, the car is too slow.
Get you some wax and go on the bottom of those skis, and you'll be there in no time.
I used bar soap on my toboggan when I was little.
Oh yeah. Oh man. Toboggan? Is that your word for sleds? Or is it like an
Not
actual?
necessarily.
Or are you talking like
Like
an
an
actual?
actual- I don't know, that long ass piece of wood that's curled up in the front.
That's cool. That is, yeah. That's what I
And
was
it's
thinking.
got I think it is a very Canadian thing, a toboggan.
Yeah.
It's a toboggan, don't you know?
See,
You
like
guys-
I say toboggan too.
If I had to pick, I would think toboggan would be something you would put on your head. Don't go out without your toboggan on. You'll get your cold, and you'll be sick and miss school, Clippy.
Was that not what he was talking about?
No, toboggan sled.
Yeah, it's a sled, but I've always said, like, yeah, you know that too. Then
That's the worst.
it's like a beanie, but it's a toboggan.
It's the worst Canadian accent ever. I'm sorry.
That's
I'm sorry.
That's a toque.
A toque.
A beanie for the winter time is a toque.
What are you
Oh.
talking about?
Aw.
What you
Tea.
talking about? Talking about.
TOQUE.
That's cute.
Toque.
What's a Saskatoon, Justin?
Oh,
Toboggan.
Saskatoon.
It's an area.
That is a city in Saskatchewan, and that is also a very delicious berry.
Ooh. Okay, speaking of delicious berries, huckleberries are the best. Just throwing it out there.
I don't think I've ever had a huckleberry.
They're in Idaho.
A,
I
Saska-
don't know anywhere else.
a Saskatoon berry is also called a Juneberry in the States.
Okay, yeah, I know what a Juneberry is. Oh, here we go. What a child. Where'd my shipment go? What is it now? Hey, where's
Yeah,
my
we do have to ship yours out.
Yeah, where's my item?
It's up here.
You issued a refund for that, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's asking for another one, I guess.
They are.
No, I mean it's there, like it's saying I have a refund.
Okay. Issue.
Hey, issuing it again? Because it said do it by February 28th. It is far past February 28th. Oh my god. Because I remember
Okay. Well,
doing
then
it.
I guess
once.
just take a ding on your account.
I think if you did it and
I can't refund the person.
you did it when you were in here, like you did it from here. Remember? I thought you said you did.
Fact is, that's on your eBay. And your stuff is
Because it's not even showing the picture of my
right. That's true.
And
Let me see if it'll even let you get close to that. It might just say, okay, delivered.
Do we have the item?
Yeah, we got it back. Maybe I didn't refund it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm mistaken.
Okay.
I thought I did that. I can't remember how I did it. Because I did the other one, but I don't know how I did that, and I didn't do it with your account.
I refunded one too, and I've only ever had 2.
It doesn't matter. It's $13. Things happen. There's misunderstanding. Yes, Marie, I was standing on the desk playing with toys. Let me see it. Here, probably use just use the 12 by 12 by 8 and then trim it down. And that'll go, it's right there underneath you, the white one, underneath all that stuff. Lift one of them up and then lift the one underneath it. You have to shimmy it. Is the cat in its box? Is he in there? The cat has a box in the boxes that he goes and sleeps in.
Really?
So that's just his box. If he likes it that much, I ain't moving it, and I'm not gonna use it. So he doesn't just go into other boxes and get hair in those.
Anyway, it's a box.
Well, leave it to a cat to buy him a $300 cat house, and he spends more time in the box that it came in.
Yeah.
My cat has a fountain. Cost me $92. It has carbon filtration, but he drinks out of the toilet.
He drinks out of the toilet.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's an update to the dude that was selling the 18,000 bottles of hand sanitizer.
Oh yeah.
The New York Post put a thing out today at 4:44 p.m. It says Tennessee stops hoarding bros from selling almost 18,000 bottles of hand sanitizer. They're calling them the greedy bros who bought almost 18,000 bottles of the hand sanitizer to profit off the coronavirus were finally cleaned out Sunday when they were shut down by the Tennessee prosecutors. Just a day after they whined about, this language about the likes of eBay and Amazon closing their price gouging attempts, Matt Colvin and Noah Colvin were ordered by the state's attorney general to stop buying and selling medical goods and products. We will not tolerate price gouging in this time of exceptional need, and we will take the aggressive action to stop it, Attorney General Herbert H. said Sunday of the investigation. The anti-pricing gouging laws that are in place because Tennessee Governor Bill Lee had declared a state of emergency over COVID-19. So, yeah, this is the third stop they've been to this morning to gather hand sanitizer. I guess they were gathering it before. Crazy. They're going to end up in deep trouble. That's funny.
Yeah, like I was saying, I just don't understand how people can't just put it up for auction. I mean, most of the time, people in the right mind, when things aren't happening or whatever, would never put a price cap on an auction on eBay, if you even.
Yeah.
But it's like, hey, I posted it. I've had this stuff for a while or whatever. For me, like I said, I've got these $10.99 masks. If I put them on an auction, yeah, he said he only could send 10 because of the.
In that case, the seller isn't setting the price. It's the buyer who's gouging himself.
Exactly.
I would
That's quite a
probably not.
paradox there, Marty.
I would probably not want to do any selling of any products that could be considered price gouging at the moment, because they're going to probably look when this blows over to take some of these people to court and make examples out of them.
Right. I'm not saying I even want to go through with that for like whatever I would get for them. You know.
One box of masks isn't, it ain't really what they're looking for, but that guy had 18,000 bottles of hand sanitizer. In one article that I read, he goes, I don't want to be known as the guy that bought 18,000 bottles of hand sanitizer only to whine about it on the internet and be put on the front page of every newspaper in the nation or something like that. And that's exactly what happened to him.
Man, what if someone just bought a bunch from a dollar store that was closing or something?
See, I ask these questions. I'm like, seriously, like this could be really screwing someone over. Like,
because even eBay is like, there's a YouTuber in Canada. It wasn't me, but he was selling hand sanitizer on eBay, and he was probably in the lower 40% of the price, like of the price range. Like he really wasn't asking a lot for these bottles. He just got them cheap, and he was asking, I think they were 85% retail for them, and eBay pulled his listings down.
I think that it's going to be, I don't know. I was talking to a friend of mine, and they gave us, they're letting us know that, their kids' schools are being shut down tomorrow. Actually, they go to school for 2 days, and then Wednesday they're going to be shut down. And apparently, she told me, she says, okay, so I was wondering why they were waiting so long. And I looked up quarantine statuses, and by law, they have to give us 72 hours notice. And I said, well, do you think we're going to be quarantined? She says, I don't know. That'd be interesting. If they were going to do something like that, it would happen in places like New York first. I'm not too worried about it around my neck of the woods. I just love memes. They're just, I don't understand the psychology behind it, but they're just the best. Here's one that says, Mom, why don't we have food? And Margaret, shut up and eat your toilet paper. Yeah, that's hilarious. And I know Brandon likes memes too, because he has a bunch of good ones. But
yeah, we went through a whole just pretty much, you could call it a shit live. It was just a bunch of just trash memes of just anything and everything I could have like hinted around of like or what's it called, any sort of anyone I could have offended. They would have been offended in that. Oh, it was awful.
Right. Yeah, I made a joke in one of my videos that I put out about those sides of pictures, and there were some. They were Japanese women. I said, "Oh, look at this pretty Chinese lady." I said, "I hope she don't have coronavirus or something like that." Somebody's like, "That's mean." I'm like, I was just joking, people. I'm like, you guys. I was like, some people just look for anything to be offended over. I'm like, my gosh. I hope that. I was like, I hope that one thing we find through this whole thing is a sense of humor. Like I just shared a meme that says it's got the black dude with its hands like this hiding behind a tree with the yellow jacket. It said Jehovah's Witnesses knowing that everyone's going to be home. That's
Oh yeah,
hilarious.
he got like this. He's like, yeah.
He's picking his lips. He's like,
Yeah.
be like they gonna come and knock it. Now I'm getting several people because I run a prepper page. I'm getting I get messages all the time. Like someone that just sent me this thing, nationwide quarantine. It's a YouTube video. It's got this guy talking about having a nationwide quarantine. And if people would stay home, they wouldn't have to. But if people don't, they're probably going to end up having to. If not, I mean, this is the thing. Everyone's talking about population control. I'm like, if they were worried about population control with this, they would just be like, okay, guys, go out and go to the Blues game or go to hockey or go to baseball, or they wouldn't be canceling all this. So this kind of definitely shows that the Illuminati isn't worried about population control at this point.
Yeah.
It's like the Illuminati's always like, oh, the Agenda 21 people. It's like if they wanted people to pass away, they'd be like, because if you think about it, I mean, the stress and strain of the aging population on the world as a whole is going to be really burdensome. So if they were trying to be like, oh, we're gonna do away with old people, they'd be like, okay, guys, take grandma to the baseball game and then put her back in the old folks home. But that's not what's happening. I'm not making light of it. It's the people our government's trying to do its best for us. So a lot of conspiracy theory people out there should be like, well, this don't add up. Maybe our government doesn't want to kill us, and maybe the Earth is not flat. It's flat. We all know it's flat, right, guys? Yeah, I have 2 YouTube channels, and I've been doing a lot of reading news reports on my other one, and it seems to actually get a lot of good response from it. In fact, I just put a video out today on my main channel, and got 25 views on it so far, and I'm like, I don't even know what's up with that. I'm like, where's everyone at? Normally my videos don't get a ton of views, but the news story videos on my other channel, they'll get pretty decent views. I have 200 subs, and most of them get 100 to 150 views. And I have this theory that I used to be on a show with my buddy Jason Static, and we talk about all kinds of crazy conspiracy theory stuff. And I was like YouTube has limited the reach of my channel because they're like, this guy's crazy, and we don't want him influencing other people on the platform. But it's just crazy. Like I said, there's so many people growing in the community right now, but most of them are people that are doing daily content.
Right.
I just don't have time for that. I don't have the desire to put out a daily video about what I sold. I'm like, hey guys, this is John here from Nevermore Antiques, and these are the 5 items that I sold, and watch me put them in a box. And thanks, Steve, for buying them from me. You're a great guy. I mean, I just don't have time for that. I just don't want to do that.
I'm seeing videos come up on my feed here's what sold on eBay February 12th to February 24th. I was like, what made you choose that range of days? Just put up something at the end of February saying, here's my top 5 solds in February.
Well, there's a lot of people that put the videos out every day. Kevin that was here earlier, I mean, he's following the same method that other people, and it's successful. It really is successful, but he has a great personality, and you have Lonnie that has a good personality, and Cincinnati Picker, and other people that are following Part-Time Picker, Matt. They're really successful at that. And but Matt does some other videos too. He But what I'm going to do is I'm going to combine the two channels. I'm going to quit pushing videos on my second channel and start doing the news stories on my primary channel, and just using that for like filler to be able to put out a lot more content. Because I think the thing is being consistent in your uploads. And, you know, I just like making those videos. And to be honest, I'm to the point where I'm like, yeah, you're probably never going to get that silver play button. So you might as well do what you like to do and then build a community around that than trying to reach out and to really try to appeal to people that, they have no vested interest in what you're doing. So
Yeah.
that's kind of like I put a video out. The lack of and it was kind of a clickbaity like video, but it had a picture of a scumbag Steve, and it said "scumbag arbitrage," and the name of the video is "Lack of Ethics in Reselling Has Its Downside. Ask this guy." And it was the story. I just read the story about the guy that had the 18,000 bottles of hand sanitizer, and that video has gotten 143 views on it on a channel that only has 198 subs, and so like that's really good. That should tell people right there that that's what people are kind of like. They like that if you have a good voice and you can read a news story and kind of put some your own spin on stuff. You'd probably do pretty well to kind of do that, I think. And it has like 10 comments. I mean, hell, that video that I put out yesterday has more engagement on it than the video I just launched on my main channel.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. My send offers eligible is 202.
Holy crap.
Yeah, you better.
We're probably going to get a lot of sales if I hit that. So next couple of days would be like.
All right.
What's up?
Just get over.
Oh man.
You can sit in the chair. Just scoot over.
Gosh, that's going to be crazy.
Do it, and make a video on it. You shouldn't do it right now. What I would do you have OBS? I'd be like, I'm going to do an experiment here, and I'm going to do 10% off on all of these items and send offers to 200 people. And like, how many sales will I get off of that? And then like do a video and like be like, I sold, blah, blah, blah for, whatever. Just state the facts. That'd be a good video.
How many did you say you had?
I had 370 or something like that, close to 400. But I had like 1,500 items listed.
Oh, I have 500 items listed.
Oh, so that's pretty damn good then. Yeah, you've got.
Don't exit that out. Open it up. Or no, yeah, you got yours right there. But you need to open up Pirate Ship in yours. You all right?
Keep a knocking, but you can't come in.
That's a song.
Oh, okay.
Craig, he was talking to me, I think. He says, "You causing trouble again, John?" No, sir, I don't cause trouble.
That's a bot.
Marie said, "Josie, if you smack him, I won't tell anyone. He's getting bossy again."
Well, he's teaching me a lot, but I learn very differently. So I really have to.
That was free.
Come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. You know what I did?
I should have gone through eBay.
No, you know what I did wrong? Like, that was me. It's actually technically not media mail. Yeah, it's technically not media mail. It had to. It had
Packets already.
to have like not a barcode, but it's not a book. It's a binder.
Binder full of education.
Yeah,
That's
that
media.
technically. Yeah, but I don't think that could be. I mean, you could have
I mean,
gotten away with it.
they can open it and see if it's media or what it is. Well, they couldn't get in.
Yes and no. Comic book aren't media.
That's not a comic book.
I'm giving you an example where you'd be like, "Oh, that is media."
It's definitely media.
It has advertisements. There's reasons behind all these little things.
I mean, a manga, like
I'm saying any of them. They have advertisements in the back.
novel,
Novels.
which is a novel.
Anyway,
Anyway, so should I like refund this or what?
oh, this it says my shirt has Papa Smurf and it says "Call me Big Papa." I don't know how to refund it. Get a refund through Pirate Ship. Does anyone know how to get a refund through Pirate Ship? That's it right there. Okay. Disregard. Up to 30 days. Click it. All right. So you're gonna have to go through eBay. You're gonna have to take that out of that box
What?
because you can't ship media mail in priority mailbox. What I would have done, even though you already clicked it, and I kind of pushed in clicking it, I would have just kept it priority.
Control.
After really bad.
From
Good.
What? From what?
Thanks for letting us know that.
From what? Did you get calf raises or
I
run
did.
it? Oh. Guess what? We didn't go to the
Yeah, I actually forgot.
You can do calf raises anywhere. I did them one-legged. You just have to like support yourself. Oh, I can't do anymore. But
I think you can.
I have to do evenly. So I might as
Why
well-
are you missing hair?
Dude, you're like missing like patches of hair on the back of your calf.
It gets chafed.
You better just
Shaped
shave it
against
off.
what?
My pants.
Bull crap.
Oh man, the way you're shaking.
Yeah.
Your legs.
Dude, you literally shaved a patch of hair into your back here.
It's chafed. See, this is chafed too.
What are you
You
doing?
got shaved legs too.
I have more
Hair's not
hair.
there. Not on your back. On the front.
What are you talking about?
What about like this same area right here?
That's your other boyfriend.
What on your
Canada?
You got Cliff.
That is Cliff. Man, I wish I wouldn't have refunded it. Honestly.
Yeah, I wish I was full Canadian.
Yeah, you might as well have just went through the process. Now what you could do is just buy it again and just forget about it. Buy it again, you'll get the other refund.
What if they have enough time to Hold on, don't make any decisions.
I'm seeing if you can even go through here again. Yeah, you can.
We could put the box in the bag.
Yeah, but technically you're misusing party milk packages, and you're doing so while we're being live recorded on the internet.
They haven't seen it. They can't prove anything.
Yeah,
I didn't see nothing.
like I said, I mean, you just paid $8.90. That was like $8.95 for that priority
So what would I have to put it in?
box,
Just a regular
the
box?
regular box.
That's actually good. How much money would I save?
$5,
$5?
$4 or $5. It's up to you.
I'm thinking.
It's your time.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Let's see. Here it is. Well,
Here, choo-choo train.
82.
Yep.
Is that you, Cliff?
Yep.
There's no other options.
But that's how you learn, by looking. You did the same thing when you started, didn't you? Where you were the only one. Yeah.
It's like a.
Thing is, you learn
This is what
the
being a
same
no.
way.
This is what being a parent must be like.
You
Telling someone something because you've experienced it, and then they're going to do what they want
I
anyway.
haven't experienced it.
I have,
Yeah,
and that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. Is what being a parent must be like.
Yes.
Telling someone because you haven't experienced it, or because you've already experienced it. And trying to say, "Hey, don't do this because I've done it. Let me show you how to do it." And they're rebellious.
You're the oldest in your family, so you wouldn't know. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it's being a parent and being an older sibling. Just like yeah, Maria, I've never called him Big Papa. Because your shirt tells me to, honey. I've never done it.
Cliff has.
I'm sure he has. Why is
That's one of the perks I get from being on his Patreon.
Why does your pirate ship make this super freaking easy, and then for me it doesn't?
You don't have a setting on it or something. I don't know. It's okay. Just don't worry about it right now. If you're gonna worry about that, might as well worry about that too.
I don't really fixing one problem.
Yeah, we're probably gonna get off here soon.
Yeah, I'd say.
I don't work early, but I do work tomorrow and like to get up and get
My internet's acting like garbage. I'm gonna hop off too and go in there and see what the wife's doing, see what she's watching on TV. I appreciate you letting me come on though, and it was nice to meet your beautiful girlfriend. And it was nice to meet beautiful Cliff again too.
Look at him.
I know, a piece of Canadian bacon.
Hey!
That wasn't even an act. He didn't even
Ladies, he's single and looking to mingle. If anybody wants Captain Canadian there.
Yeah, I think we need a reseller like app, like a dating app.
Like a dating app.
Yeah.
Do you like to resell? I do too. That'd be really like a really tough way to like put two people together though. Be like you like to make money? Yeah, I like to make money. But like the one like is like a raging alcoholic and the other one's a racist or something like that. They could just be very volatile.
Yeah, because there's like that's the only like thing, because we have such diversity usually within.
Yeah. It's like you don't even know. You're just like, it's crazy. But you guys have a good evening, and thanks very much.
Yeah.
You as well.
See you, John.
Bye. Always gone.
Late response.
I'm lagging. That's my excuse. Oh.
What?
Tried to show you something, but it had green painter's tape all over it. And it didn't really work.
That's funny.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
And then the red has to go in on the P.
You selling that one?
I'm not really selling any of them. But
really?
Everything's got a price.
Of course. Yeah, I was just curious.
I am in that industry, so.
Yeah. I would just be curious what you'd get out of something like that.
Yeah.
Now, did you custom make that, or did you find a like a template?
I found a print file.
Oh. So you're printing in white and then painting it? Is that what you
Could be
do?
white or could be. I have white natural, it's called, which is just kind of a bleh color, which is pretty well that.
A little bit of
And
cream.
I have, yeah, it's where it's thin. It's kind of semi-transparent.
I wonder what happened if you went on a green screen with that. With your uniform?
That would be pretty interesting. We gotta try it sometime.
Yeah.
We gotta get a green screen. We could do that in the warehouse. Yeah, it's-
Marie, my next health premiere will be either tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm trying for tomorrow.
I don't know.
So are you still trying to print it?
I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do by checking your settings. Apparently it's just favoritism.
Now I'm kind of concerned that you won't be able to get that screen back
What screen?
to print that again.
Screen?
Go back. Click the back button. Hopefully, okay, there.
There we go. Oh man, it's so late. We've been doing so good. We're in bed at like 10.
Yeah, and then Cliff had to come on and shake his tail feathers and keep us watching it.
Yeah, okay, blame Canada.
Man, I'm hungry too. Are you gonna eat that chicken?
Nope.
It's probably nasty though. After you microwave it, after you microwave the coronavirus Chinese food.
Mm.
I
I mean, hey, the microwave killed a mosquito. It would probably kill a virus.
I don't know.
That's honestly my proudest accomplishment is microwaving a mosquito and killing it.
That
Sorry, but I hate mosquitoes.
you need to get out more then.
Nah, I kind of
I
like
don't think
it.
the coronavirus is as hardy as like the mad cow virus is, was it?
Yeah, exactly. There
Yeah,
Because
was
like the mad cow, like they were trying to sanitize the medical instruments that they used in mad cow in humans that had the mad cow virus.
Yeah.
They sanitized like 4 times. They ended up landfilling everything because they couldn't kill the virus.
Really? That's wild.
But I don't think coronavirus is that resilient.
Yeah. Scroll down. Scroll back all the way up. Oh, so it's not only going to send, look, it says 15.
Mhm.
It's going to send 15 items out, but it also has look, watchers 1, 2, 2, 1, 2,
Mhm.
1, 1, 2.
Yeah, people are watching these items. The only one that's not being watched is this, but it's a good item
It's
and had a lot of views.
I think they have to send it out to someone. I think it's because they have them in their cart. That's the only thing I can think of.
That makes sense.
Mm.
Similar to a pending sale on Amazon for 3 days.
Yeah. Oh, have you ever used Wish, Cliff?
No.
So it's like an app. There's a couple other apps that are like the same thing. It's just basically like China made stuff that's unbranded, and it ships from China, so it takes a while. But And I haven't used it in a while. I used it actually before the hype for it was, but you used to like put your stuff in your cart, and if I like let it sit there, they would send offers on those specific things, or they'd be like, act now and everything in your cart is like 15% off or something like that.
Oh wow.
Because they're making things like pennies. And then they charge cheaper on there, but yeah.
So it's kind of like an AliExpress or something. Sorta.
I think that, well, so I had never used AliExpress before, but yeah, I think Wish was actually before AliExpress got big. But yeah, it's pretty much like that. Look at Vader.
Oh. Hi, Dad.
Hey. All right, come on. Hey, buddy.
If you, yeah, seriously. That is so true.
You
okay.
You have viewed this item. This item is now blah, blah, blah cheaper. Yeah. You know what? I should make a video on that. The 200 plus items that I have.
Oh, absolutely.
Best offer.
110% yes.
And John's going to ask for like 20% of any profit I might make off of that.
Honey, what?
Just kidding. I'm not even monetized. What?
Yeah,
What?
I've got just over 200 listings, and I'm had one eligible to send an offer.
Did you send it?
Yep.
Now it's just a waiting game.
Just hope it's payday weekend. That's all I can do now.
Cat's playing with that bee.
What was this for?
That was because that was before I shaved.
You couldn't smile?
No, I wanted it to look awkward.
Come on. I'm out of yellow. That's what that sound was.
Uh-huh, sure.
See, look. I even splattered the bowl. I'm trying to make green.
Well, everything's done, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gosh. What are we doing tomorrow? You have homework?
Yes. And I'll wait for Mom down if he doesn't bring tonight.
I'll probably list a couple things tomorrow morning, and then I might
Oh,
go over to the warehouse.
Yeah, I'm gonna take pictures so I can have listings ready to post.
Oh, there you go. I can't remember. I wanted to say there was something I had to do tomorrow.
Where did your image go?
I really can't remember what I had to do tomorrow. Oh, I gotta remember to disconnect that trailer from the truck.
How you doing, Stinker?
Yeah, I'd like to get you on the round table one of these days.
Yeah, no, it's just the way my work schedule works. I'm what's called swing shift, and we go in at 3:30 and get out at 11. But the
Is that your only shift, or do you rotate?
that's my preferred shift, and so every once in a while we rotate. And I always try to stay on this shift. They want me to go to a night shift, like a 11:30 to 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, last
good.
time I worked night shift, it was it rotated every week.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, it was rough. So right about the time you get used to it, it changes.
Vader, go lay down. Yeah. I was trying to figure the thing out or whatever, but oh, that's right. I was going to take the. I was going to go to the warehouse and get all the empty boxes in the trash and load it up, take it to the dump. I guess I might as well just go to the warehouse. I got PT tomorrow too, 3:30. So I'll be going to the gym then. Oh, you're cheap. That's one thing that's going to happen soon. You can get your Jeep running. I don't know if I'm going to weld that plate on there or if I'm going to put a rivet it.
You're gonna rivet it?
Maybe. Not rivet. Goodness. Well, been on here 3 hours. Listen to that sound.
Don't let me keep you if I'm keeping you from something.
No, I'm just I hardly feel like leaning forward and pushing the button. I'm just kidding. I'm not that bad. I'll at least do what I need to do in here before I can feel comfortable going to sleep. You take your medicine. We're about to.
Is this?
Yeah. Or no. Wrong person. That's just somebody. He showcases people. Look, there's the cat right there going into its hiding spot. See it, Cliff?
Oh yeah.
That's where he is. All the time.
Good night, Marie. I don't know.
Actually, you can see his face.
She probably already gone.
Yeah, I don't know how long the minutes it's been, but
I know you have more pictures of me.
I do. Yeah, you just made a big deal about it. Anyway, we can get to that.
Oh, I didn't know you had a stuffed animal and the little fuzzy dude.
That's Sharp's. He just let me keep it in here because he didn't have room, but now he does. So. All right. Well, thank all 7 of you for being here.
Yeah, I'm surprised we still got people in here.
Yeah.
I haven't said a word, and
Yeah, no,
At least
we've
30
had a lot
minutes.
of like just long pauses. But I do appreciate it because it does get my watch hours up, and I'm only at like 740. I need 4,000. I'm only at
There you go.
442 subscribers. I'm gonna be doing a giveaway probably whenever I hit 500, so that'll be fun.
as soon as we say thank you for being in here, someone left.
Yeah, true. See you, buddy. Gonna work.
Have fun.
You have a really good day. A really good Air Force day. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm
I
gonna
think this is a little protector.
a pillow protector.
You didn't buy a pillowcase?
Yeah,
While
I
you were
didn't
there?
buy a pillowcase. I'm
Um,
just gonna use a plastic case for tonight and put this on top.
Oh, okay. I was like,
well, you could duct tape a pillow, and then you can unduct tape it whenever you're done. That would. I'm just
that
kidding.
would ruin it to do
No,
it.
I'm messing around.
No, just
Um,
use a plastic
towel
case and
clean?
put this on top.
A shirt. Use a shirt
Yeah,
for a pillowcase temporarily. That's a good idea, isn't it?
Too good.
Too good. Use that Reese's racing shirt you found in the warehouse.
No, I like
then you can sleep.
All right, y'all. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out, Cliff. And hopefully my schedule, maybe, I see a gap on a Tuesday. It's only Tuesdays, right?
For now, yeah.
Well, if it opens up, maybe y'all could do a weekend thing. The Canadian weekend get together or whatever. Something, I don't know. But hopefully we can get together
Yeah.
I can jump on your all's,
Yeah, well, when the idea came up that we were going to have guests every week, you were one of the first people I thought of, really. So,
Yeah, well.
because it rotates between the three of us week after week, and whoever's hosting is actually responsible for choosing what guest we have.
Yeah. Well, I'll definitely
Hi, Jody.
keep that in mind. Yeah, Jody, I didn't even know you were still here.
There's that other one.
There
Hey,
you
Jody.
go. But all right, well, I guess we're gonna shut her down. So, yeah, like I said, thanks y'all. Thanks
See
for
y'all.
coming, and y'all have a good night. See you, Cliff.
Yeah, talk to you again.